The views and opinions expressed on this channel are solely those of the host and guest and are intended for entertainment and discussion purposes only. This channel does not promote bias, hatred, or discrimination of any kind. All questions posed and thoughts shared are part of a critical thinking exercise and are not meant to offend or judge any individual or group. We encourage respectful dialogue and love for all. Please remember to think critically and engage thoughtfully. We aim to foster a positive and inclusive community where everyone feels welcome. Thank you for being a part of Risky Behavior ENT.
Risky behavior. Risky behavior.
Yo, what is up? Welcome back to Risky Behavior ENT. Today's title is The Algorithm Loves a Villain. Chud the Builder. I'm not here to... How should I put this? Don't really care about this case so much. It's not usually what I do, but I do want to give my thoughts with everything surrounding this case. I'm going to be playing some news content. I'll probably go ahead and start off with that just to give an idea of what's going on. And then I'm get into my thoughts and my ideas. I ain't going to spend too much time on this. Maybe 45 minutes. I don't know. Maybe an hour. We'll see.
Some breaking news to tell you about the social media influencer known as Chud the Builder is now facing an attempted murder charge after a shooting today outside the Montgomery County Courthouse. Deputies say Dalton Etherly, better known as social media as Chud the Builder, was involved in a fight leading to gunfire. Both men were hospitalized. Deputies just arrested Etherly, charging him with attempted murder, aggravated assault, and reckless endangerment with a deadly weapon. Tonight, he's being held in the Montgomery County Jail.
Who is known as
On the way.
At 6:02 this morning in Operation Crime and Justice, there is a live streamer who is known as Chud the Builder. He's in court later today for attempted murder charges.
Yeah, this is in connection with a shooting that happened earlier this week in Clarksville. He had trouble with the law, even prior to Nashville. Aguilar joining us live this morning to break down what we know so far. Hey, Karen.
Good morning, Jen and Justin. In just 2 hours.
Yo, what up? What up, Prince? It's been a minute, bro, man. How you been? You said Chud doing time like free speech or not? Oh, yeah, man. I was just giving my thoughts and ideas around this thing. I get it. You know, he's an agitator, doing things for clicks and views. People say these things are free speech. I don't think there's any such thing as a free any damn thing. I think everything comes with a price. Call it free speech if you want to, but I still think it. Oh, Prince, I still got your intro, man. That's my brother, man. The Prince of Petty himself, man. Oh, you said, oh, you moving the kids, man. I've been putting the family to work. Yeah, man. I get it, man. I had took a break from being on here too a little, not that long, maybe it was probably like a week and a half. I wasn't doing anything. Yeah, man. It's probably like a week or so. I wasn't doing anything at all, man. But I got another story I want to do. I'm gonna be doing a little bit. I'm gonna be doing after this, but I did want to get my thoughts and opinions on this one.
Murder charges.
Yeah, this is in connection with a shooting that happened earlier this week in Clarksville. He had been in trouble with the law even prior to that in Nashville. Fox 17 News reporter Karen Aguilar joining us live this morning to break down what we know so far. Hey, Karen.
Good morning, Justin. In just 2 hours, Dalton Etherly, who goes by the name of Chud the Builder, which you just mentioned, will be in court for multiple charges, including attempted murder. Now, Etherly is known for posting racially charged content on Wednesday. Investigators say Etherly got into a fight with another unidentified man, which led to a shooting in front of the Montgomery County courthouse. Now, the motive remains unknown. This comes days after Metro Police arrested Etherly for refusing to pay for his meal at Bob's Steak and Chop House in Nashville. I spoke to Clarksville attorney Alan Rosas, who also witnessed the shooting.
Actually getting ready for a 1:30 criminal court that I had. I was behind the building talking to another attorney when I heard what I thought to be one gunshot and then 2, 3, 4 gunshots.
Moments after the shooting, Etherly live streamed on pump.fun, claiming self-defense.
More developments in the wild case involving a mid-state live streamer who is now charged with attempted murder. We've been following the story of the guy online known as Chud the Builder.
Yep. Yeah, what up, Prince? Prince, you said, man, Chud claiming self-defense in self-defense, you can't be the agitator, free speech or not. That's what I've heard a couple of lawyers who have spoken on this situation. That's what I've heard them actually say, is that you can't be the reason for it. And so it's going to be crazy. I have a news clip that I'm going to play where they're actually going to bring a lawyer on that's going to give his thoughts and opinions. I'm going to be playing that after this, but well, not directly after this. I'm going to do my intro. I still haven't done my intro yet, and why I'm making this video. But yeah, that's what I heard. I need to type that up and see. They're in Tennessee, so they say Tennessee is technically like a stand your ground state, but I don't know what people think, that if people are using this self-defense, stand your ground, as just a way to get a free kill. You know, they're not thinking about, did I start this situation? Did I start the situation? Did I cause this situation? Did I say anything that might have been threatening before the person punched me in the face? You know, like Prince is saying, fighting words is a part of the self-defense statute in most states. But I think it's people like this guy, like the content that I've seen from him and that other people have posted, even to go around doing things like calling people out of their name, calling black people the N-word, nigga this, nigga that, acting all big and bad. And then the minute somebody punch you in the face, you have the only thing you do is shoot the person. I seen where one dude slapped his hat off his head. He maced him. It's like he takes the coward route out anyway. You know. Oh, what up, request? You say, yep, stand your ground, open carry in Tennessee. Okay, cool. Prince says it can be stand your ground, but using words that cause a reaction, you can't claim self-defense. Okay, cool. And what up, request? How you doing? And request says he did not watch the video. All right.
More developments in the wild case involving a mid-state live streamer who is now charged with attempted murder. We've been following the story of the guy online known as Chud the Builder, but his name is Dalton Etherly. You may remember we first reported earlier this week he got kicked out of a Nashville restaurant. Police arrested him for reportedly skipping out on a tab of about $400. Well, then days later, he's involved in a shooting outside the Clarksville courthouse. He got shot, another person got shot, and now he's facing charges of attempted murder.
Clarksville police say that Dalton Etherly and another man got into a fight yesterday. This happened outside the courthouse there in Clarksville. Etherly goes by the name Chud the Builder online. He is known for antagonizing people on camera. Now, the Montgomery County Court records show that Etherly was due in court yesterday morning over a debt to a credit card company. Police say that both men involved were taken to hospitals. Etherly was booked into the Montgomery County Jail. He is charged with attempted murder as well as aggravated assault. Now, you may remember that Etherly made some headlines earlier this week when he was arrested in Nashville for live streaming at a restaurant on Broadway. They asked him to leave. He would not. They arrested him for theft of services there after he would not pay his tab.
In just 2 hours, Dalton Etherly, who goes by the name of Chud the Builder, which you just mentioned, will be in court for multiple charges, including attempted murder. Now, Etherly is known for posting racially charged content. On Wednesday, investigators say Etherly got into a fight with another unidentified man, which led to a shooting in front of the Montgomery County Courthouse. As of now, the motive remains unknown. This comes days after Metro Police arrested Etherly for refusing to pay for his meal at Bob's Steak and Chop House in Nashville. I spoke to Clarksville attorney Alan Rosas, who also witnessed the shooting.
Actually getting ready for a 1:30 criminal court that I had. I was behind the building talking to another attorney when I heard what I thought to be one gunshot and then 2, 3, 4 gunshots.
Moments after the shooting, Etherly live streamed on pump.fun, claiming self-defense. Dalton Etherly is currently behind bars for multiple charges, including attempted murder in connection to a shooting in front of the Montgomery County Courthouse. This comes as Etherly's racist online content has gained national attention.
I heard the gunfire and looked up, and everyone in the cafes, everyone's heads turned.
Clarissa Greaves is still in shock a day after deputies say a shooting broke out in front of the Montgomery County Courthouse. Greaves tells me it happened shortly after 1 in the afternoon while she was working at a nearby coffee shop, seeing the aftermath unfold from the window.
Pretty scary.
This
Let's see. Yeah, request. I was looking for a video of like the whole incident. I didn't know if he was streaming then. I couldn't find it, but I didn't see any reports that said that he called that guy the N-word. I've seen where he's done it before in the past. And I think the victim, or who they're calling the victim, that guy approached him because he knew of his content. But no, he didn't call him an N-word. I don't think anyone said that. Yeah. Let's see. And Raquez thinks that it will be self-defense. Thinks he will win. We'll see. Everybody will be tuned in to see if he gets self-defense or not. Prince says that's why he was arrested off the cuff, that his bond was that high. He lowered it to $1 million. The judge is being petty. Yeah. Lachelle says the fuck how. Request says I can't believe the bond was set that high in Tennessee. That is unheard of. Prince says, man, that's not self-defense. Chud going to jail for that, just like Carmelo Anthony. And Request says these videos are right. That guy attacked him. I don't know. We'll see what comes out in court. They're going to have to fully break it down from the initial interaction between those guys. Chud admitted like the guy was pointing at him. Chud walked up on him, so I don't know. That's a thing for the lawyers to figure out exactly if it's self-defense or not.
Video shows him. Man identified as Dalton Etherly on a stretcher surrounded by crime tape. Etherly is a live streamer known for using racial slurs.
Well, from what I've seen from his videos, I don't know how that could make anyone feel safe.
Moments after the shooting, Etherly live streamed on Pump.Fun claiming self-defense.
He said, "You start saying all that chimp out to me, I'm gonna hit you." He hit me, started wailing on me.
Investigators say Etherly and an unidentified man got into a confrontation and gunfire erupted. Investigators did not answer what started it, but did say both men were taken to area hospitals. But it's not Etherly's first run-in with the law. Saturday evening at the restaurant Bob's Steak and Chop House in Nashville, Etherly is accused of refusing to pay $371 for his meal. Officers later arrested Etherly on multiple charges, including theft, but he posted bond. Greaves tells me she's not surprised things escalated, given Etherly's reputation.
I think it was kind of bound to happen.
The family who claims Etherly shot their loved one could not be reached for comment, and claiming self-defense.
Mm-hmm. All right. Also, in self-defense, and like when they be talking to stand your ground, I think you have to respond with like force, unless I don't think you're even allowed to use deadly force. And I'm gonna look the law up. What's up? D Rockefeller says, notice they never say he shouldn't be starting with people to begin with. Exactly. But I think, you know what? I think each argument defeats itself, right? Because I get it. Just because somebody's saying some things you don't like, you shouldn't punch them in the face. But if you're out here agitating people and you notice what you're doing, and that's what you're looking for, that's what you're building your content on, is pissing people off. That's what you're looking for. If somebody punches you, surely that shouldn't be a death sentence, especially when you walked up on the guy. You know he's agitated. You know he doesn't like you. He doesn't fuck with your content, but you just got to prove that you can say whatever you want to say. You just got to prove that America has free speech, and then a guy punches you, and you're so much of a coward that you got to pull out a gun and shoot the guy. You see what I'm saying? So each argument, so you shouldn't get punched for what you said, but if you're agitating and you're picking on people, and that's your whole thing, your whole shtick, if you do happen to get punched, you shoot to kill somebody, it's weird. And then he didn't even know what he was doing. Apparently, he shot his damn self. So he's just an all-around idiot to me. Shout out Prince says they're gonna make an example of him. That's why his bond is that high. I think they will make an example of him. I don't think he'll get away just scot-free at all. D Rockefeller says that's insanity. Lachelle says the fact that he committed another crime while out on bond for another. And D Rockefeller says he's right where he need to be, in jail. And Request says check out the Andrew Branca show. He's a national expert in self-defense and attorney. He has reviewed it and played videos. And then D Rockefeller says stop playing with people point blank. I don't know. Do people really want freedom of speech that bad to just go around and insult people? Freedom of speech is meant for you to actually be able to fight back and against your government. Do we really want to use free speech to tear down other people? It's just, I don't know. Is that what people really want? And I would feel this way about anybody. The same way I don't like the Chud content. I didn't like Charleston White's content. I wouldn't. To me, it wouldn't matter if you black, white, or whoever you are. I don't know. Is that the whole point of free speech? Shout out my brother, the Prince of Petty. He says you can't use deadly force unless deadly force is used against you. You can only use reasonable force. Chud was punched, nothing more. That's why he was arrested immediately. Oh, my bad, Upgrade. You said the guy stalked Chud. Just saying. I don't know. I honestly don't care what happens to either one of these guys. And I'll tell you why. Hold on. Where is it at? Where is it? Okay. I'm gonna tell you why. I don't really give a shit. My whole point of making this video, and I'm gonna do my intro. And I'll tell you my whole point, and I don't really care about either one of these guys, to be honest with you. All right, so today's title is The Algorithm Loves a Villain. Now, in today's world, we don't need talent, discipline, or purpose to go viral. You just need chaos. And anybody that understood, and if anybody understood this, it was Chud the Builder, a man who turned confrontation into content danger. And he turned danger into views and instability into a brand. But here's the uncomfortable truth. He didn't rise because he was impressive. He rose because social media rewards attention, no matter where it comes from. Good behavior gets ignored, bad behavior gets amplified, and the more reckless you are, the faster the algorithm pushes you to the front of the line. Chud wasn't just a creator. He was a symptom, a reflection of digital ecosystem where outrage is currency, conflict is entertainment, and mentally unstable people are handed a camera, an audience, and a financial incentive to spiral publicly. And the wildest part is most of the problems that followed him, the harassment, the confrontations, the violence, could have been avoided if people simply recognized the instability and didn't engage. But online engagement is the whole game. Even hate counts as a click. Even disgust counts as a view. And that's why I'm talking about this today. I think we need to ignore people like him. So I don't think he should have got punched in the face. I think he should have got fucking ignored. It's insane to me that people can get all this attention, get rich, get money, fame, and everything for being a complete fucking dumbass. It's insane to me. You have to be intelligent at all. Just say the craziest, dumbest thing. Him, this dude ain't nothing special. He just copied the blueprint. Charleston White been going around doing the same damn thing. Charleston White was talking about making fun of graping white women. That shit ain't cute. All these people the same, but people just gotta click on it. Look at the guy, the booty warrior. What's his name? What's that black guy name? Fuck. The one they put him on the Boondocks, and he has that saying that people love. I like shit and I won't shit. We're gonna do this the easy way or the hard way. People all flock to go listen to this man's disgusting videos about how he's just taking advantage of young boys coming into the prison system, how he would pick them up and get with them and stuff. Man, people just like stuff like this don't happen if people ignore these people. These people are mentally unstable. Michelle says his video evidence and it isn't self-defense. He intentionally started this provocation days before he stated he would murder a black person and get off. So yeah, good luck with that. Ooh. Michelle got a point. What happens when they bring that up in court? Upgrade says Chud was stalked and most rational thinking people know what time it is. He hunted because he was white and said a no word. Yeah. But Upgrade. I didn't mean to say Chud. But if Chud Did Chud know he was being stalked by this guy? If he was being stalked by this guy? Because he did walk up and approach him. And I don't know. I think Chud is just a guy that like throw rocks, hide his hand type of person. Rockefeller says, nah, they just want to fuck with black people because they have nothing better to do but be a clown. Upgrade says, blacks all stick together no matter what and don't measure it properly. We see it all the time. I don't know if blacks always stick together. I don't agree with that one. I wish that were true, but it's not. And and it ain't even just black. This is not a black or white thing. We have to understand nobody, like the people that followed this guy that was his fans, I guess they like him. But the rest of the world, people that did not know about this guy, that see his content, whether they are black or white, Asian, Hispanic, whatever, they think this guy is a clown. It's not just black people that think this guy's an idiot and wants to see him go down. People might be highlighting black people and the things that they are saying in response to this arrest, but nobody, even white people, are not fucking with this dude. So I don't think it's no black or white thing or how we're looking at it. What is that? Chris, I never heard of church until this. Oh yeah, Chud was also calling them N-word. That's what Shadow says. Chud was calling them the N-word. That word don't even bother me. And that's why I was saying, like, I would just ignore a person like this. And then Raquel says, ask the 80-year-old guy who was punched one time and died. Oh, you talking about as far as using equal force? I think it changes, right? If you're talking about a guy that is 6'6", right? And he walks up on a woman that's 5'2" and punches her, or he attacks her, they would look at that differently. Versus you got two guys, 6'1", 6'1". One approaches the other, they're having words. One gets punched, and then you pull a gun out. No. So it's going to be differently. Oh my God, I wish Prince was on stage because he would probably remember. They had a situation like that where this black guy pushed it was an older white guy down. He pushed him down and he was coming towards him to hit him again. Old white guy. This guy's probably late 60s, 70s or something, pulls out a gun and shoots him, kills the guy. He gets off. Why? He's an older guy. So it's not like they judge it's case by case, but they can determine based on the two people involved if this would be equal force, if it's about reason, if it's reasonable to think. Is Chud reasonable to think that in front of this courthouse, this guy that he approached on his own, as if he had no fear, did he reasonably think that his life was about to be taken? Because you're that afraid. You approach the guy. You're that afraid. You walk around with a camera saying N-words and I'm brave and I'm about to set this shit off with my free speech. And then all of a sudden you get punched in the face and then, oh, he about to kill me. Pew, pew. That don't make no sense. So yeah, if you was an 80-year-old guy and some younger fit guy, you're 80. You can't throw a punch. The only thing I can do is pull the trigger. That makes sense in court. Your lawyer could argue that. Now, Chud might still get off on this. I don't know what his lawyer gonna say. But what people are saying is that people that know the law, is it reasonable? Can another person be reasonable and say, yeah, his life was in danger. I can see why he was so afraid he was about to die because he got punched. So That's what that's about. So if it was an 80-year-old guy, that'd be totally different. If it was an old lady, it'd be different. If it was a woman, if it was different. If it was a little kid, it'd be different. It is truly case by case when it comes to that. Let's see. Oh, Prince is saying no one stalked Chud. He was confronted. Confrontation and stalking are two different things. And shout out Shadow said he was punched by One Punch Man. And that's another thing. When he was punched, they'll look at that. Hold on, he was punched one time, like, and it's a crowd of people blocking him. The guy can't really get to him or nothing, right? Now, was he laying on the ground, curled up, and the guy just welling on him, and he can't get him off of him, and then he shoots? Because what Chud says is the guy punches him. He says he shoots him, and then the guy then starts welling on him. Perhaps because he know he's been shot and he's reacting. And so he's like, oh man, this dude got a gun. I got to really whoop his ass. So I don't know. But for people that take up for Chud, that see this guy as a hero, cool. I don't want a hero that can have a gun, shoot a guy, and still get his ass whooped. Just saying. D Rockefeller says, now flip it. If black person was doing the same shit Chud did, what would be said then? Good point, Rockefeller. I think if he was black, I don't think people would be even questioning it. They damn sure he would be locked up and arrested. I don't think anybody would defend it. Upgrade said he's racist, easy cop out. It's easy for the black community to justify. A cop out what? He shot somebody in front of the courthouse. The black people, look, black people, white people, Asians, all other people that's in this country, we didn't arrest him. The police said he did something wrong. We didn't arrest him. So it ain't a cop out. He was there and the police saw fit to arrest him. That has nothing to do with the black community. I'm telling you, I didn't know nothing about him. I don't think most black people knew nothing about him at all. Most black people are going to see somebody like him that's a lunatic and they're just not going to engage. They're not going to care. Let me tell you something. Being black and in America is always somebody trying to say that word to get attention. I remember I was working one day. This is a long time ago. I was making a delivery, right? I was doing like coffee shops. So I'm making the delivery and I'm loading back up my truck and shit. Do you know these white kids in the car? Now, mind you, I'm in the back of the, you know how like in the back of the stores, you know, it's kind of like an alley that goes behind stores and you make deliveries to the back door. So they're down the alley in a car, perfectly safe. I can't get to them. They slow it down and stop. These young, like college kids look like, or teenagers. Slow down the car. Nigger! And peel off. What Chud is doing is not unique. It happens. Do you think I got mad? No. It's a group of young teenagers, probably grew up in a predominantly white area, and they've been told they can't say a word. They've been made of, that word is the boogeyman to them. And when they finally see a black person, they go, let's say it. And they're more afraid of me than I'm afraid of them. They're in a car. On the other end of the alley, And the way they peeled off like I was the fucking CIA or something. What was I gonna do? Do they think I had a sniper rifle? I was gonna, yeah, I'm holding coffee in my hand. What am I gonna do? They were that afraid. I don't think they did that because they was a racist. I think they did it because it was forbidden. And it was like, ooh, let's see if we can get away with it. And they'll probably go the rest of their life and never do it again. This ain't nothing new. This ain't this guy ain't impressive. It's always some Myron Gaines on Fresh and Fit say little racist shit all the time about everybody. It's nothing new. I don't know why these people think that they're impressing the world. You're not. At this point, the word don't even mean nothing no more like what it used to. You're just saying something to get attention. And that's why for me, like what I said in my intro, well, I didn't use it in my intro, but what I just read a little bit earlier is just ignore these people. They just want attention. They're like a child. Prince says, buddy going to prison, read any statute of self-defense, done drop the soap. So it's like, this dude, it's nothing special about him. It's and anybody that backs it up and thinks like, oh, I guarantee you he has to have some young audience that is just like, you know, when you young, you kind of gravitate towards the fuck the system type shit. You know what I mean? It's kind of like when we was young and I remember like we like listen to Eminem or something like that. You know, it's like somebody saying something crazy. It doesn't tell you what you're going to be for the rest of your life. You're just young and like, I just want to go against the system for some reason. Like, or it's like some old hateful people that feel like the country was taken from them or something. I don't know. So Black community overwhelmingly say good. Good what? Let's see. Prince, what'd you say? Prince says he should have been ignored, but Chud walked up to him, said what he said, then ended up crying. Woof. Yeah. Oh no, Prince. I mean, just ignored. Period. On media, and he should have never been grown to what he is. I'm just saying, just everything he should have been ignored. I don't think what he did was special or unique. It wasn't anything. Let's see. Rockefeller says, I'm talking about going up while they're eating outdoors. Like that wouldn't be funny at all. Yeah, the Bee Warriors is diabolical work. Upgrade says he did not say that. His own type of people don't disowned him. Yeah, his own people not even rocking with him. Yeah. Oh, let me get into this art because I was saying like how I don't really care about either one of these people, right? Here we go. Here we go. And oh yeah, I'm gonna play I do have a video of that. Michelle says his character speaks for himself. He was leaving court due to being sued by his own credit card company. He was a failure that showed for others like him and kept doing it for their validation. Yeah. He's an all-around fucking loser. He's just a loser. That's all he is. He's a loser, a legit loser. That's all he is. And it ain't because I'm black, it ain't because he's white. It's because he's a fucking loser. I felt the same way for Charleston White. That dude got married. And I'm talking about Charleston White. I don't know much about this dude. I know much about Charleston White, but Charleston White, I remember he got married. Charleston was being taken care of by his wife. Out of his own mouth, he admitted that. You know what else he admitted out of his own mouth? That he would curse his wife out and verbally abuse her. And he would do that in front of his stepdaughter, her daughter. And he's online trying to tell people what they need to do to clean up the black community. He's online disrespecting people that are dead. He's online think it's funny when kids get shot and killed. He's online think it's funny to talk about raping women. He's a fucking loser. These people are fucking losers. I wouldn't take up for any of them. I don't give a damn what color they are. Anybody that's still consumed by the color of a person's skin and you ain't woke up yet in this country, in this world, and realize you better start gravitating towards like-minded people and just start building a community that's trying to save what little bit of humanity we have left. You need to catch up. Or like Paul Mooney said, we can get back to the racial shit after the war. Right now, we just got to stick together. We can get back to it later on. But right now, it's pointless. This mother, you got people losing their homes right now. Hundreds of thousands of people losing their jobs. And this motherfucker, people think it's fucking interesting because some white boy said the N-word. People starving, can't eat. What are you talking about? Go visit your nearest hospital and go to the cancer floor and ask them if they give a fuck about a white boy saying the N-word. I give a shit about this dude. He's not unique. He's not special. He's a loser. Skipping out on bills and starting fights with people. They respond. He's spraying with bear mace. They respond. He shoot them. He's at the gas station. Black guy confronts him. He calls the police on him. He's a coward. He's a loser. Who gives a fuck about this guy? Just ignore him. I know people will say, well, Brisky, you're not ignoring you. Well, I'm a content creator. And I'm saying in the future, I would ignore these people. I wouldn't build up their platforms. I wouldn't subscribe or look at them. I only cover this shit when it comes to the news. This ain't going to him. Prince of Petty says, from my experience and reading, he's not beating this too much against him. The post, he walked up on the dude, not reasonable force. He's cooked. Yeah. Upgrade says, I'll be fair and measure it properly when it comes out. Yeah, I'll be interested, Upgrade. I'll be interested. I can't wait. I know everybody's going to be looking to see what happens and how it's actually broken down according to the law and his defense team and see what they can do. And either way, I won't be upset. Either way, I won't be upset. People that take up for Chad are lost in the sauce. Yeah. They are. I think anybody take up for any of these people is lost, man. I'm telling you. All right. Here you got the victim, right? This is Joshua Fox, victim of Chud The Builder, comes under scrutiny after his alleged past crimes emerge. Right? Now, some people say, well, it don't matter about his past. Yeah, it do. The same way Chud The Builder, it mattered that he was out there with a camera calling black people the N-word. So we allowing the past in. Okay. And why I'm saying I don't care either way. All righty. Joshua Fox, the victim of Chud The Builder, a streamer, has come under scrutiny after some of Fox's past actions have come to public light. On May 13th, outside the courthouse of Tennessee, things took a turn that eventually led to Chud The Builder shooting Fox. Fox's family members have unveiled the details of the case. However, details of Joshua Fox's alleged dangerous actions against his wife have also raised the intrigue of the public. Okay. All right. After the recent incident involving Joshua Fox and Chud the Builder, Fox's past criminal actions have come to the forefront on April 18, 2024. So not long ago, because we're in 2026. Right? So on April the 18th, 2024, Fox and his wife were involved in an incident after an altercation took place between the two. Fox stayed with his wife at the Tower Driver apartment, where on April the 18th, 2024, the officers were called by Fox's wife. When the officers arrived at the crime scene, they spoke to both Joshua and his wife. According to Joshua, his wife was not letting him leave. However, he refused to provide further details. When his wife was asked about the incident, she revealed that Joshua was angry because he was not able to leave due to the vehicle issues that they had. She also added that during the conversation, Joshua took an aerosol can and a lighter, which he then used to attempt to burn their house. Fox's wife continued to tell officers that she tried to take the aerosol can away so that he would not burn the house. This led the two of them to fall on the ground, after which Joshua took a screwdriver, which scared his wife. She moved away from Joshua Fox so that he would not be able to attack. The officers then denoted that Joshua Fox is a primary aggressor. He was also taken into custody for alleged actions involving domestic assault. Fox is 31 and he also served in the Army for 6 years. He also has a disability along with some other medical issues. After Chud the Builder attacked Fox's alleged past actions have raised concern among the public. I don't know why they put in the article Chud attacked Fox. No, Fox hit him, but Chud shot Fox. So I don't know why they put that there. I hate when people write articles and they try to change the words around a little bit to be, that's weird. I don't like Chud the Builder, but I don't like when people try to lie about what happened. Many have raised questions regarding the whole incident. Chud the Builder's real name is Dalton Etherly, and he was transported by the emergency crew after the gun was fired. Fox's wife also voiced about Chud the Builder's actions regarding making racial slurs towards people of color. Joshua Fox was shot in the stomach and shoulder, according to his wife. However, he is in a stable condition, as Fox is already a disabled veteran and suffers from other medical condition. Fox's wife is worried about the emotional and financial impact this incident will have on them. I don't know why his wife down there taking up for him, you know. I get it. Respect to any vet, and anybody that have served this country, but you not that disabled. If you down there confronting people about their YouTube videos, let's be real. That's why I said when it comes to these two people, I don't care. He shot the guy like Chud out there, big bad. I say what I want. Oh, I'm scared. Shoot people, right? And then he's such an idiot. He shot himself. And you got this other guy. I'm disabled. So sit your ass at the house. Why you down here confronting somebody about their YouTube video? They're both silly. Both of them. These are two assholes that finally just met up in public and got into a powwow. If I was in charge, I would order them both to be spanked and send them home. And not to their homes. I would send them to the same house and make them live together and make them live together. And I would just make them be best friends or some shit. That would be my punishment. I wouldn't even give them jail time. I would force them to be best friends. You both are idiots. I would spank both of them, make them live in the same house, make them be roommates. They'd be best friends by next year. That would be my punishment that I would give to them too. That's what I would do. That's my idea. That's how I would save this world. Yeah. Yeah. Let me catch up on these comments. Prince says it's not justified because he's racist. It's justified because out of his mind for thinking his antics wasn't going to end like this. Agreed. Shout out to Upgrade says no one should say it to get a rise, but you're right. It's so forbidden. They try to be edgy. Facts, respects. Oh, appreciate that, Upgrade. Prince Petty says getting rid of Charleston and Umar would actually clean the black community. I agree. Mr. Umar too. Where is our school at, buddy? And Umar is crazy. You know, somebody asked me, like, do you think he's a grifter or something? I said, no, I think he's just stupid. They did a breakdown of his financial stuff. Because I watched they got Pocket Watching with JT. He did a breakdown of Dr. Umar, and Pocket Watching with JT, certified financial planner. You can look him up, has his own business, his own office, and everything. He's got a nice YouTube channel, and I love his channel. I'm subscribed. It's Pocket Watching with JT, but he did a breakdown of Dr. Umar. He was just showing, like, if you look at his finances, it just goes that he doesn't know how to manage the money. He doesn't know how to do the contracts. He lost a lot of money because he didn't file certain forms that he was supposed to file. These forms that would have made him tax exempt, he did not file them properly or not on time. And so he had a lot of fees that he would have to pay. That takes away from the money that people donated to him, which pushes back the project. You see what I'm saying? So instead of really just getting help, he's so determined, like, I'm going to do it on my own. It hurt him. Let's see. Lachelle says the mother of the child doesn't even want him to carry his last name. Chat admitted on stream his family is ashamed of him and wants nothing to do with him. But sure, blame black people for his own problems. Lachelle, I did see that they had a video of this white guy arguing. This was a white guy. And he was telling Chad, he said, he was recording him. He was like, tell the people why you can't see your kid. Tell the people why you can't see your kid. You know, people that do this, man, they're just like Chad, they just projecting their own pain and hurt that they have in their life. They just project. I don't even think Chud is a racist. I think he just wants attention. I don't think he hates black people one bit. I don't believe him. Let's see. Lachelle says there are two Joshua Fox. The one picture had a DV case, but there is also a white man with the same name with more heinous criminal past. Okay, so you saying you think sometimes some people might have mixed them up. I just went after the one with the DV case, which looks like he just got into a tussle with his wife. Shout out Marcus Nelson says that's being a coward, sir. You can't ignore violence when it's happening in your face. Nah, Marcus, don't ignore violence when you can save a life, save a life. I mean, ignore people gonna say things. You don't make a violent situation happen. You just ignore it. That person ain't touched you. They ain't put your hands on you. They're doing it on purpose because say if I say something to you to elicit a response, as soon as you respond, I control you. Don't give your control. Don't hand over your autonomy, your control to someone else. You know? Now, if you see somebody being violent, beating somebody up or something like that, or yeah, you should, if you can, you know, provided that you know how to safely protect someone, you know, if not call the police or something. But yep, shout out Prince Petty says facts, two idiots. Yeah, these two guys are both just two assholes met up with each other. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't think Chubb was trying to kill that dude. I think attempted murder is they took it too far. I don't think he was trying to kill that guy at all. Shout out Prince Petty says that school still in his dreams. He been living off those donations for years. No black person batted an eye until people went through his interviews over time, the money he said he had versus now. Yep. And Prince, but see, and Prince, the only reason too, like, because we're talking about Dr. Umar with that one, when they looked at his financial records, he's had like at the time, I think he had maybe like $500,000 of it and stuff like that. So I don't know. For me to think he's a scammer, I think I would have to see where they like he bought all these cars, he bought mansions and stuff like that. Like, remember Black Lives Matter when they got exposed? You could see like these people bought houses, cars, all this shit. You like, damn, they some scammers. You know what I mean? With Umar, I think he's just bad at managing money and people. I think he's one of them people that's a big dreamer, but not a big doer. You know, he dreams big, but he don't do a lot of things, so to speak. He's good at talking and motivating the people. And the problem is, and there's nothing wrong with that because everybody needs somebody that motivates. I think the problem is when that person doesn't recognize it and brings in someone that is a doer. Shout out. Lachelle says, I get that Joshua Fox has a criminal past, but did Chud know this before he approached him? No, I don't believe he would. So that wouldn't help him in his case of I pulled the trigger because I feared for my life. That wouldn't help him because he would have no way of knowing that. He wouldn't have no way of knowing like, oh, this guy's a vet and he attacked his wife, so he's violent, and so I had to shoot. So no, I don't believe that would help him. I just don't think I don't think he was trying to kill him. I don't know if I agree with the attempted murder. I don't think he'll get attempted murder. I don't think he'll walk away scot-free. I think he'll get a lesser charge, but I don't think it'll be attempted murder. And he might, yeah. I'm just surprised he got shot. The guy got shot in front of a courthouse because I don't know. That's just a weird place to get shot in front of a courthouse. Okay. Alrighty. Let me see. And well, I'll play this video. This is what I was talking about. Just how cowardly he is when he gets confronted. You know, he's like, I'm gonna call the police. I'm gonna pull a gun. I'm gonna pepper spray. You never see him stand on business.
No, he pulled off, but I got everything on tape. He's a black guy. Caught him reporting somebody in person. I got him on tape. Hold on. He's wearing gray pants. What he does is start shit, but then he'll pull a gun out on you as soon as you do something. You got me. But I'm licensed to carry too. We both licensed to carry. I finally ran into him. He got his, I got mine. But he on the phone with the police. He just obviously started with somebody.
All right, so that's him. He gets confronted, calls the police. Lachelle says rumor has it that he informed Chud that he has PTSD and Chud still pressed, but I guess we'll just see. I'm just disturbed that racists with money want to set a standard that what he is doing is okay. Yeah, we'll see what part that plays in the case. You know, when it comes up to sheriff, I'm pretty sure people are gonna be reporting on this. People just want to agitate or something. I think people are just angry. That's why I'm saying, like, it proves that there's more important things that's going on. People seem to be angry. People seem to be upset. They want to just see something. They want to see a fight. They want to see a brawl. They just want to agitate. They just, they just upset. And that's why I think the best thing we can do is when these people pop up, they come out, ignore them. I remember Cynthia G. This is a black woman, and she was all on the internet. Abort black male babies. This is what this woman was saying. She's a lunatic. The best thing to do, ignore her. Just ignore. Don't even engage. Don't respond. These people want attention. They're like a child. A child cry. They fall out on the ground. They throwing a temper tantrum, kicking their feet. What do? You walk right past their ass. You ignore them. You know what they do? They stop crying. They stop kicking their feet. They stand up. And then they'll walk up to you and go, "Mommy, can I have some?" And they'll just say what they really, really want. They just thought they had to get attention another way. First, you have to teach them. Shout out Prince Petty says his criminal past has nothing to do with anything. It wasn't reasonable force, period. A black guy got off a case of self-defense against police because they didn't announce themselves. Chud is cooked. Yeah, I think he's going down. I don't think it will be for attempted murder. But I think he's gonna get something. Let's see. Oh. I do the I don't think I showed the get into the
Anybody on that?
up. So okay. Let's see. Remove. Right. I don't think I got to play this. My bad. I don't think I played this. I'm gonna play this. And I'm gonna play the hearing, and then I'm gonna play the whole the lawyer video.
Viral video circulating online purports to show the chaotic aftermath of a racist streamer allegedly shooting a black man outside a Tennessee courthouse. Streamer Chud The Builder, whose real name is Dalton Etherly, shot the unidentified man during a scuffle on May 13th outside of the courthouse in Clarksville, according to the DA, who said Chud also accidentally shot himself during the confrontation. The 28-year-old has amassed an online following by filming himself spewing vile racial slurs, such as referring to black people as chimps and openly saying the N-word to get reactions. In footage captured by Clarksville Now, Etherly could be seen tended to by first responders at the scene, where he began streaming his interactions following the alleged shooting. Etherly can be heard blaming his gunfire on the other man, who was black, according to witnesses, saying the man confronted and threatened him over his vile online content.
He said, "You start saying all that chimp out to me, I'm gonna hit you." He hit me, started wailing on me, even after I had to defend myself by shooting him. He's still wailing on me.
Elsewhere in the 16-minute clip, the streamer can be heard asking authorities if he shot himself amid the scuffle, noting a graze on his arm.
Well, the guy said, "If you start saying that chimp out shit to me, I'm gonna hit you." And then he just skips and goes, and then he hit me. Well, he must have said that chimped out shit, and so the dude hit you.
Vile online content.
He said, you start saying all that chimp out to me, I'm gonna hit you. He hit me, started wailing on me, even after I had to defend myself by shooting him. He's still wailing on me.
Elsewhere in the 16-minute clip, the streamer can be heard asking authorities if he shot himself amid the scuffle, noting a graze on his arm. The victim was medically evacuated and is recovering in stable condition, officials said. The mustached antagonist was supposed to appear at the court for a civil case over unpaid debts, which comes just days after he was arrested for allegedly refusing to pay a $400 restaurant bill, even after he polished off his entire meal. Following the shooting, Etherly was booked into the Montgomery County Jail, while the local sheriff's office vowed those responsible would be held accountable to the fullest extent of the law. Etherly has been charged with attempted murder, employing a firearm during dangerous felony, aggravated assault, and reckless endangerment with a deadly weapon.
Oh, and when they said he was in court, which is crazy. This dude talks about, that's another thing why you have to ignore these people. Dude talks about black people and what black people this, black people that. What? He's ghetto. He don't pay his bills. Dalton Etherly appeared at the Montgomery County Courthouse in Clarksville, Tennessee on May the 13th, 2026 for a General Sessions Court appearance as a defendant in a civil case filed by Midland Credit Management. And I've had dealings with Midland Credit before, okay? I don't know what kind of day he was in that they took his ass to court. They'll work something out with you. I've dealt with them before. All right. Now, while at the courthouse, he became involved in a physical confrontation with a man, which escalated into a shooting incident outside the courthouse plaza. Right. And so it's silly because also before that, he's kicked out of a restaurant for not paying the bill, man. Like, let's see. Where is that? All right, I'm about to take this video from some videos. They don't get. Oh, God, why is this thing going slow? This is embarrassing.
You seem kind of.
All right, shout out to Tay Got Clips. TAYGOTCLIPZ. I guess it's the restaurant video.
Upset. Now, you are streaming now? So yeah. We can leave. Hey, Pajit, calm down. Hey, man, don't get aggressive with me. We'll get up and leave. Thanks for the free food.
And so he insults the guy. I guess he's like supposed to be Indian from India, and he goes like, "Oh, why don't you go shit in the streets?" So he's just like hurling out all this racial shit just for no reason at all, like because he's been asked to remove.
Hey, no, Bob's Steakhouse.
They'll take care of it.
Oh no, we're not paying.
I go get the food.
Y'all are kicking me out, or are we staying?
No, you're paying when you leave.
Oh, you think?
For what you got, yeah.
Buddy, I didn't get to enjoy my meal. You're kicking me out. I'm not paying for shit.
Just go ahead.
Yeah. Bob's Steakhouse. Check your Google reviews, little midget guy.
You're not welcome back, okay?
We poop in the toilets already.
You're not welcome back.
Watch your mouth. This is America. You're in my country. You hear me?
And you can hear him going, "Watch your mouth. You're in America. You're in my country." I don't know why people say that. It's not your country. You live here, you're a citizen of it, but it ain't yours. If it was your country, then surely you'd be able to decide if you didn't want to pay taxes. Surely you wouldn't be going to court being sued for money. It'd be your country. You have a little bit more power. You wouldn't have to act out in the streets and call people names.
What are you? What are you? They kicked us out.
Tell me your name again.
Chud the Builder.
Absolutely love you.
What? What? Well, I would not eat here if I were you. Because they just kicked us out because apparently my content offends them.
Leave my guests alone, sir.
I wouldn't eat there if I were you.
Leave my guests alone.
This guy knows me. He just wanted to shake my hand. Because he respects America, unlike you, midget.
Racist, no good showing pictures out. It's your mother like she sucked black dick.
He called him racist. He said, probably because his mama liked to suck black. This is what I was telling, what I was saying earlier. People act like it's like some black thing. You have plenty of white people that was against this content. That didn't like it, that didn't fuck with him.
He's shipping out.
You are sorry.
Hey, don't spit on me.
Hey!
Don't spit on you. Don't spit on me.
What are you gonna do?
I'll slap your ass right in the face.
No, you won't
Goddamn
either.
right.
You won't either.
Goddamn right.
You racist piece of crap. You racist piece of crap.
Over.
I love myself. You know what you love? You love having shit that love
You love raising the kids and cheating on you with.
You love shit.
It's another man's kid. It's not yours. I'm not doing nothing. I just wanted to talk to you. You saw what happened. This is watch me, lady. I hope you're not an officer of law. You're not. You're not. Don't talk to me like that. Go make some bread. Go home and break some bread, all right? Literally. In the kitchen.
I don't know. I guess this type of behavior is what passes for comedy these days.
Talk to me like that again. Mother ends up and about assaults me. She's gonna tell me. Get out! Pull in here.
And I get it too. I think people watch him because he's like what was that show? Jackass or whatever. It's like he's putting his life and freedom and risking everything on the line, and the audience get to live through that. Like he goes out and does these things so they don't have to.
I swear to God. I swear to God. I swear to God.
That's what I thought.
I swear to God. I swear to God.
You're not swearing to the God I serve.
Hey, come to my, hey, welcome to my car again. Welcome to my car again, you bitch.
Look at this nigga out.
I swear to God.
Look at him chipping.
Walk up again.
He's still chipping out.
I thought so.
You about to shoot me?
I thought so. Walk up again.
You got a gun?
Walk up again. Walk up again.
Leave me alone.
Again. Pussy. You pussy.
I'll blow your fucking brains out right here, buddy. Keep fighting me. Keep fighting me.
Pussy. Shut up. Motherfucker. Walk up. I thought so.
Look at the green light. He's stopping traffic.
And you can see on his face in this video, you can see he's worried. You can see the fear in his face. He changes directions of what he changes directions. He's not walking the same way no more. And he's putting on a brave face. Shout out President Petty says, dude in the car wasn't lying. Chud was spooked. He's scared. You can see on his face just changes. He's afraid. But that's that coward shit. That's that punk shit. You out here and you antagonizing and you want a response. You get it and it's Because you don't really feel the way that you feel. Looking out the corner of your eye. Is he backing up? Is he in reverse? Look at his face.
Blow your fucking brains out right here, buddy. Keep threatening me. Keep threatening me. Shut up. Woke up. Look at the green light. He's stopping traffic.
And then he tries to distract the audience. Look at the green light. He's stopping traffic. Ain't a motherfucking soul behind that man. He ain't stopping no damn traffic. We looking at him. That's where the threat and the danger coming from.
I'm about to blow his brains out. He pulls back around here. I'm about to blow his brains out. Yeah, that's what I thought.
You see that? He pulled back. He backed up enough. You could have went and blew his brains out if that's what you was really gonna do. You could have did it. No, that's what I thought. But you changed directions. Yeah, it ass spooked.
Pull back around here again. I don't know if he's about to drive by me. He said he's got a gun. I'm about to fucking up the shit.
That man did not say he had a gun. He just said, walk up on my car again.
I mean, if I see him pull up on us again, it's going to be over with. What up? Y'all cool? Are y'all going to chimp out on me too? I'll say what's up to y'all. Thank you for being cool.
Tay got cups put, they some coons. But they some coons. What the fuck y'all say hated that dude for, man? Weird, man. People. Oh, man. He put some cool.
Cool. Y'all see that motherfucker trying to yell at me and shit? Where he at? He said he's trying to do a goddamn drive-by. Right here, this fucking dumbass. What? Right here. He's trying to jump. He's trying to shit. He just called and had me kicked out of the restaurant because he's a bitch, bro. He is a bitch. Let him know he's a bitch. Look at his dumb ass. He's a bitch. What a bitch is that, though? We need bitches, man. Yeah, we'll get some bitches. You know, we got motion around here.
Do y'all see this shit? Who's Upgrade? Are you still in here? Upgrade. I told you, Upgrade. It had nothing to do with color, man. You got black people out there supporting this dude. And he had white people attacking him that didn't support him. I told you it's not a color thing. That word, he's just going around being an idiot, man. And people that fuck with it. People that don't fuck with it, don't fuck with it. It's crazy.
I'm trying to tell you. God bless you, bro. I'm trying to be with you. Yeah. Oh, shit. Hey, man, take it easy. Thank you, bro. Appreciate y'all having my back. What's up?
We should go hit Broadway one more time before we head back.
I don't even know, bro. It's kind of hot.
I was talking to the police. Hold on, let me zoom in. He was all hot. Now he's snitching.
Yeah. Driving by saying you're gonna shit. Buddy, please.
I ain't hear him say he was gonna shoot you. And he's talking to the police, so it's obvious he wasn't gonna shoot you.
And it's on stream.
Yeah, it sure is. Get his ass on the stream. That's what I did.
But wait a minute, though. Here's the thing, though, that's peculiar to me. Why is he worried about the black guy talking to the police? I thought Chud the Builder said America is his country. So them his police. Shouldn't he be able to walk over there and regulate and say what the fuck happened and lay down the law? Why is he looking nervous and walking away if he's done nothing wrong? Shouldn't he go over there? If he's done nothing wrong, this guy says he's gonna shoot him. You know, y'all was going back and forth. Whatever. I don't know. I don't feel like rewinding the video. I didn't hear the words shoot. But he should go over there. He said it's his country.
You gotta like that. There's two of them. There's another green one just like it right here.
Yeah, they normally park right here, man.
This same one?
Hey, sir, you're under arrest.
What did I do? Okay. Can you lock it?
Look at this nigga. I'm chipping out, nigga. Got his souvenir. Look at this nigga. Hey, why can't you see your fucking son? Why can't you see your son? He tried it. He tried it. He tried to mace me, little bitch boy. Hey, why can't you see?
See, you got different type of people fucking with him. It ain't just like, oh, it's the black people. It's different people that just don't fuck with his message. They don't like what he's doing.
Your son. Why can't you see your son? Why can't you see your son? Little fairy dust ass. Little fairy dust ass.
And then I think it's all attention seeking, right? Because Chud gets attention from his racist statements, right? And then other people that fuck with him, they get to get attention saying like, I took down the racist white guy.
Oh, bitch ass. You can't see your son, little nigga. You go up to innocent black people and fucking harass them. You're chimping out. You're the chimp, monkey. Look at this. I got his hat right here. I got his hat right here, boy. I'm the cowboy around town now.
That's why I said this word don't mean nothing anymore. Is because you got a white boy, right? And he's going, yeah, nigga, you can't even see your son. But he's not saying it in a racist way. He's saying it like he, like he black, like he one of us. The word don't mean nothing no more. Don't let people like Chud the Builder, right? Because even with Chud the Builder case, right? Even if he's found guilty, that man still got shot. And even if you survive, like I had a homegirl, she survived being stabbed, but she had medical issues for the rest of her life because of that. You have people that got shot, survived, and died years later from complications from that incident when they got shot. So just ignore these people and realize the word don't mean nothing no more. Because now you got a white boy that's attacking another white boy for making racial statements against black people. And he's like, yeah, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Because he thinks he's like one of us. He's not saying it in a racist way. He's saying, the word don't mean nothing no more, y'all. We can calm down about it.
You can't see your son, little nigga. You go up to innocent black people and fucking harass them. You're chimping out. You're the chimp, monkey. Look at this. I got his hat right here. I got his hat right here, boy. I'm the cowboy around town now. I'm the cowboy around town now. Can't see his own son. You can't see your own son. Little bitch. He ain't want no smoke. Look, he's calling the cops. Call the cops, little boy. Call the cops. Look at him call the cops. Look at him call the cops after he just tried macing me. Little bitch. Look at him try to fucking call the cops. Call the cops. Hey, don't you flash my cowboy hat. Ah! Don't you dare put your hands on that bitch. Let's ain't on shit, bro. This is an easy lick, bro. He's easy wins. This racist ass, Chumping out. Look at him chimp out. Can't see his own kid. He can't see his own kid. Look at him chimp out. You're going to jail. You calling the cops? You calling the cops? Looking ass.
Yeah, it's all silly. And it is weird because Chud got he didn't like the fact that the black guy called the police on him, but Chud the Builder is, I've seen multiple videos of him calling the police on people, but in that video we just watched, you see Chud call the police on people. Let me get into. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and play the which one? Okay, hold on. Oh well, fuck it.
That side of the bar does not have a speaking role in any of these proceedings today. There's not going to be any hoopla or shenanigans from the gallery. You're going to be removed, and I'll talk about that in a second. That's just not the way it works. We're going to have a orderly hearing today. If there's any kind of problem out in the gallery,
Talking about Chud the Builder, Noah.
that's going to be considered speaking at or hearing today. If there's any anybody speaking at or any kind of problem out in the gallery, that's going to be considered open contempt. You're going to be subject to up to 10 days in jail or a $50 fine or both. All right, for the record, maybe please now in the courtroom. Mr. General, how do you want to proceed this morning? All right.
Ordered out for disruptions, and one man was taken.
Thank you, Dustin. I told you, sir, you did not have a speaking role today. You decided that you wanted one for whatever reason. I don't know why, but thank you.
And I actually think that's one of the guys that they were saying is he was pardoned, but was a part of the January 6th attack on the Capitol. So that I got a news clip that says it. Hold on.
I think it's reasonable to have a gag order on the defendant should he make bond, and I guess even while he's in the jail and has his, I don't know, iPad or whatever, but he cannot live stream, post, or anything that indirectly or directly encompasses these offenses.
Your Honor, but the First Amendment is very important to a free country. Without us being able to talk about ideas freely, we can't really be a free society. Now, I mean, repugnant ideas are still protected under rights of free speech. So people are free to go say whatever offensive things they want to say, as long as it's not calling for someone to hurt somebody else.
That adds up to $500,000. Now,
but look what this lawyer said, right? And this is why I was saying earlier.
We can't really be a free society. And talk about to a free country.
My bad. Here we go.
But the First Amendment is very important to a free country. Without us being able to talk about ideas freely, we can't really be a free society.
He said, without us being able to talk about ideas freely, we can't be a free society. That is very true. Right? But what are your freedoms? Those are your rights, right? your ability to work, your access to health care, going to a restaurant, things like that you like. You want to be able to speak out against the establishment, the system. This is your freedom of speech, to be able to talk out and share your ideas and things, for your livelihood and how you live in your family and your community and the people that you love and you care about. Trying to defend making racist statements? Because listen to this next part he says.
Now, I mean, repugnant ideas are still protected under rights of free speech. So people are free to go say whatever offensive things they want to say, as long as it's not calling for someone to hurt somebody else.
Now, of course, he's talking about like a call to action, right? Like, but that your freedom of speech is still leading to an action and is leading to violence. Like, it led to this fucking court case. It led to a confrontation that ended up with two people. Well, one person being shot, the other person grazed. I guess technically Chud had a mark on his arm, So
that adds up to $500,000. Now, the same statute that we've been talking about has a section that says what must. 411-118 says shall get on bond. The bond will be set no lower than 2 times the customary amount. The court has no discretion in that matter.
Judge Poland set Etherly's bond at $1 million and bound the case over to the grand jury. The bond conditions include a GPS monitor, no firearms, a gag order, and surrendering his passport. After the hearing, Etherly was taken back into custody.
All right. Let me find that video, because I swear let me see. Because I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure I seen. Okay, here we go. I found the video. I'm pretty sure they said pardoned January 6th rioter was arrested in court. Come on, I'm gonna turn this fucker off before I go live again.
A conservative activist pardoned by President Trump for his role in the January 6th insurrection was led out of the Montgomery courthouse in handcuffs today.
It happened during a hearing for social media personality Chud the Builder, whose real name is Dalton Etherly. Etherly is accused of shooting a man outside the Montgomery County Courthouse last week. He faces a slew of charges, including attempted murder. A judge today set his bond at $1 million. During the hearing, the judge asked conservative activist Jake Lang to leave. Lang had reacted to video evidence being played in the courtroom. While being escorted out, Lang said something about a, quote, 2-tiered justice system. The judge then ordered an officer to take him into custody.
Now, Lang is a self-proclaimed January 6th political prisoner, as seen here on his social media. According to court documents, Lang violently assaulted Capitol police officers, attacking them with a baseball bat for nearly 5 minutes. He served 4 years in prison for his role in the January 6th insurrection before receiving a presidential pardon.
Report.
So that's the guy that was leading out of court. He was down there beating up officers with bats. I don't get it. What was on this video?
You may have heard of the name Chud the Builder in the last couple of months after he would go viral for all the wrong reasons. You see, Chud, whose real name is Dalton Etherly, is an online streamer who, according to some,
Oh, this the one. They got some girl on here talking about she used to peg Chud the Builder. All right, hold on.
react, including T.L. Hughley, who would go on to proceed with giving Etherly a verbal whooping for ultimately playing himself. While sharing an update on the story, Hughley would write, "I said it before, jail is probably the safest place for this shitbag. Plus, that sister said he likes getting pegged, so he'll be real popular." Now, as joked by Hughley, it appears that earlier this month, a black woman would come forward sharing that she and Etherly used to be acquaintances. And according to her, she would sexually pleasure him as a former client.
"I am a professional pegger. It is no secret. He was a little chubbier then. His cheeks used to clap in such like the cutest way. Now, Chud, he doesn't even have a little chubby butt no more, so I probably wouldn't f him again."
On Friday, Etherly would appear in court to face his attempted murder charge, where a judge would set his bail for $1.25 million, and he now faces up to 6 years in prison over this incident. Now, many people across social media
said initial on at
other individual. 2, if the person using force provoked by the justified 39 Chud the Builder.
$0.25 million.
Chud the Builder, aka Cheddar Bob, I think you forgot to read Tennessee Code 39-11-611, Section E. The threat or use of force is not justified if the person using force consented to the exact force used or attempted by the other individual. 2, if the person using force provoked the other individual's use of unlawful force. Getting in people's faces and calling them the N-word, that's provocation. Getting on the internet and saying all the things that you have said, saying things like this, that's provocation.
What do you say? Series finale is Dead Chimp on the Pavement and You Monkeys Riding When I Walk Free. Stay tuned. Ooh. And that's what he put. Was that a smart thing? I don't know if that's going to age well in his upcoming case. Is that going to age well? Series finale is Dead Chimp on the Pavement and You Monkeys Rioting When I Walk Free. Stay tuned. Hey, you got people that defend him, though, I guess.
You're going to prison, dude. What this basically says is you can antagonize somebody, and if they punch you in the face, you got what you asked for.
You want to see the exact moment that Chud the Builder realized he ain't getting out of jail for a hot minute? Watch his eyes in this video as the judge is setting his bail at $0.25 million.
Initial bond at $1.25 million.
Yeah, he ain't got that, does he?
The best part about this Chud the Builder situation is that us as Black people, we really didn't even have to do anything. A lot of the times they do this shit to try to provoke us, to make us mad, to make us look like the violent people. And now look, you are the one in jail with the attempted murder charge. You are now the statistic you kept trying to push to us. So how are you claiming self-defense as if you have not been doing this for 3, 4, 5, 6 months at least? You just made a tweet last.
Let me see. I'm gonna go ahead and I don't need that no more. Remove that. All right, I think I'm where is it? All right. I am going to play the news. Had a lawyer come in and give their response to Chud the Builder. To Chud the Builder.
To the 5th and 14th Amendment. You
Oh. I'm gonna shut my computer down after this. It's like glitchy witchy. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Oh my God, this is irritating.
For legal questions, this is Ask Isaacs. Now, here's Lori Tucker and attorney Greg Isaacs.
Hi, everyone. Happy Wednesday to you. We are live from our WATE 6 on Your Side newsroom for Ask Isaacs as usual. Welcome to our live stream. And today we're talking, Greg, about Chud the Builder, the guy known for rage baiting online, and he's based out of Nashville, but things escalated a little bit. But let's talk about who this guy is. And thanks for being here as always.
always a pleasure.
This is 28-year-old Dalton Etherly, also known online again as Chud the Builder. He's a live streamer, but his live streams are way different than ours, Greg. He's a contractor who built an online following by creating, I guess you could call it, highly provocative rage bait content. So let's talk about what he does before we get to the trouble he's in right now.
Well, Dalton Etherly, aka Chud the Builder, is a famous, or rather infamous, TikToker.
Mm-hmm.
And what he does is try to, well, he's an internet provocateur. He will go kind of like it's two ends of the spectrum. Johnny Knoxville made a living doing pranks and being funny.
Yeah, and this guy just goes up to random strangers and provokes them.
And provokes them. And what he tries to do, there's racial overtones in many of them, is try to get a reaction. And what he does, he likes to target pedestrians, then say things that are outrageous, salacious, and then he gets a reaction. And it's remarkable, not in a good way, but remarkable that he has a huge TikTok following. And
to the point where this is his living. This is how he makes a living now.
Well, obviously, Chud the Builder's not building a lot of homes, but in life,
not building homes. Ah! Let me see. Do I even have his? I got his. All right. All right. What is his? All right, here we go. All right. So this is TikTok or X account. Let's see. They said he got a lot of followers. He got over 200,000 followers on X. Free speech patriot. Crisis king. America first. That's crazy. The things he's saying, he be like crisis king, and I don't know. I don't know what Christianity these people be living in. Let's see some of his posts. I hope don't nothing crazy pop up. Let's see. Chud the Builder says, thank you to everyone who is supporting me through this battle. Couldn't do it without the Chud Army. And that's something he pinned to the top from 2025. And I guess he somebody donated money and they told him, respect you for standing up on behalf of the fatigue and noticers. Gives me pride seeing others of my age putting the truth above all else. What is this truth people always talking about? Yeah, they're putting up the truth. I'm like, okay. You inspired me to confront those on public transport who harass me and others. I judge them for their character. Inside their character is rotten and dark. They want to tear down this country and replace us. Okay. Let's see. I did look up like what he might be talking about from 2025. So I found this Complex put out this article. It says Chud the Builder court when as judge denies restraining order. So apparently in that year there was a woman trying to get a restraining order on him and accusing him of things. So it says a Tennessee court has denied a woman's attempt to obtain a restraining order against controversial live stream personality Chud the Builder, adding another layer to the increasingly chaotic legal trouble surrounding the streamer following this week's courthouse shooting in Clarksville. Court records obtained by TMZ show that a petition filed against Chud the Builder, whose legal name is Dalton Etherly, was dismissed shortly before his latest arrest after a judge found insufficient evidence to support the allegations. A woman was shut down in her effort to obtain a restraining order against streamer Chud the Builder. TMZ has learned, according to court documents obtained by TMZ, a woman named Yasmin Shantae West filed a petition for a protective order against Chud in November 2025. Yasmin claimed that Chud, legal name Dalton Etherly, had committed racial violent behavior. She said he exposed me on social media, has created a harassment following. And then I looked up some other stuff like that was going on. Apparently, like he was saying, like his family was being threatened, and like his he has a child was being threatened, and much like that. And like the other video I played where the guy was like, "Why you can't see your kid? Why you can't see your kid?" You know. So apparently, he had a hard 2025. All right. So let's see. We go here to his X page. Chud is now he's not supposed to be. I think they got a gag order on him right here, so he can't really be posted, I don't think. Tennessee judge bars racist streamer Chud the Builder from posting online as evidence points to his plan to leave country while under investigation. A controversial live streamer is being temporarily silenced after a Tennessee judge ordered him not to post while he's under investigation. This comes after he allegedly shot and wounded a black man outside of a courthouse. Dalton Etherly, also known as Chud the Builder, was charged with trying to shoot and kill Joshua Fox. Authorities said it happened on May 13th outside the Montgomery County Courthouse in Clarksville, Tennessee. A judge set Etherly's bond at $1 million Thursday. Clarksville now reported Etherly is not allowed to pay that amount with money raised through crowdfunding. So he had raised some money, and then they had like an anonymous donor. But the judge, Etherly is not allowed to pay that amount with that money raised from crowdfunding because they raised some money for him. So during the hearing, this District Attorney General Robert Nash argued that Etherly's videos are created for provocation and profit. We had an unarmed man who was shot and an armed man whose whole life is to provoke that man who was shot or a man just like him, Nash said during the hearing, according to Clarksville's Now. The judge ruled that Etherly cannot live stream or post on social media while the case is ongoing. Free speech and race baiting are two entirely different concepts that often overlap online. Creators like Etherly typically invoke free speech as a defense when their accounts are penalized, arguing that platforms are censoring unpopular opinions. But now Ether Lee has been censored by the state of Tennessee. Investigators testified that video surveillance cameras caught the incident. The video has not been released to the public, nor has it been independently reviewed by Atlanta Black Star. Clarksville Now reported the video showed Ether Lee approach Fox, who was at court that day for a child support hearing. So they both was there for money problems. Ether Lee was there because he owed money to Midland credit people. Their name's Midland. And Fox was there because he owed money to his kid. So Ether Lee held a selfie stick, which I guess on a selfie stick, is a camera for streaming purposes. According to a warrant obtained by Clarksville Now, after the verbal altercation, Ether Lee walked away. Fox approached him. The warrant said Ether Lee then turned his body in a bladed stance and reached for a firearm in his jacket pocket. Thereafter, a physical altercation ensued, the warrant said. According to Clarksville Now, one investigator testified Ether Lee was seen in the video trying to pull his gun out of his jacket pocket, and that Ether Lee later claimed he was reaching for mace, which he normally carries. Clarksville Now reported the investigator said the footage showed a firearm, not pepper spray. Investigators clarified Ether Lee's pepper spray had been confiscated during a recent arrest in Nashville. So he would have knew he didn't have it. Ether Lee's legal team told Clarksville Now that Ether Lee was placed in a headlock during the struggle. Investigators deny those claims. According to the warrant, 7 shell casings were recovered from the scene. Fox was shot in the torso and arm. Ooh. Well, I changed my stance. I said he wasn't trying to kill nobody. I thought he shot like two times. This dude shot 7 times. Yeah. I can see now why they put attempted murder. Ether Lee apparently shot himself in the arm, according to the warrant. According to Clarksville Now, a search of Ether Lee's truck and home revealed a slew of troubling evidence. They found an airline ticket to Istanbul, dated for a May 22nd departure. Investigators also recovered a bulletproof vest, a rifle, a shotgun, ammunition, and a suspected bag of marijuana. While searching Ether Lee's electronic devices, Clarksville Now reported that investigators found a series of inflammatory racial videos and social media posts made in the weeks leading up to the shooting. Nash requested that Ether Lee wear a GPS monitor and be denied access to weapons. Ether Lee's attorney argued that because he is a public figure, he's a target. Clarksville Now reported Ether Lee's flight to Istanbul also included a return flight. Mr. Ether Lee has already been tried in the court of public opinion, his lawyer said during the hearing. Clarksville Now reported the attorney argued Ether Lee acted out of fear of serious bodily harm or death. As of Friday morning, Ether Lee is still in Montgomery County Jail. His next hearing is set for May 26th at 9 a.m. Of course, we know I think it's all going to boil down to storyline. They're going to go like step by step to see if this could be seen as self-defense. I want to put this: judge blocks Chud the Builder from using fan donations for a $1 million bond. Yep. Because I want to, it was in that last article I read. Well, it looks like the free speech defense just hit a $1 million brick wall. Dalton Ether Lee, the 28-year-old live streamer known to the internet as Chud the Builder, is finding out that his BS antics on camera has very real world consequences. After a chaotic shooting outside the Montgomery County Courthouse in Clarksville, Tennessee, early this month, a judge has officially put a leash on Chud's attempt to use internet clout to buy his freedom. Yesterday, Judge H. Reed Poland III set a staggering $1 million bond for Ether Lee, who faces charges of attempted criminal homicide, aggravated assault, and reckless endangerment. And guess what? The judge basically told Chud he can't use his fans' donation to skip out of jail. while Chud's lawyer following managed to stack over $150,000 on Give, Send, Go in just a few days. Prosecutors filed for a source hearing to make sure the money being used for his bail isn't coming from objectionable or illegal activities, especially since Chud has been profiting off a live stream racial harassment in his own personal Meme coin. The court essentially ruled that if your business model is based on inciting violence and harassment, you cannot use the profits from that hustle to pay your way out of a shooting charge. As we previously reported, the incident went down on May 13th, 2026, right outside the courthouse where Ether Lee was supposed to be dealing with a debt case. Chud was reportedly IRL streaming when he got into a verbal beef with a black man, Joshua Fox. According to witness and footage, the verbal sparring turned physical, and Chud was known for open carrying while berating people for views, pulled a pistol. Multiple shots were fired, leaving Fox in an emergency surgery and Chud himself injured. While Chud's fans are screaming, stand your ground. Legal experts say that defense is a reach when you're the one who poked the bear for clicks. If Chud finds a way to scrape up $1 million without using his hate fund, the judge made it clear that life on the outside won't be a movie. He'll be rocking a GPS ankle monitor 24/7, faces an absolute ban on social media, posting about the case, must surrender all firearms immediately, and is banned from talking to the media or clout chasing on podcasts. Mr. Chud remains in custody for now. All right, I want to do the I'm gonna go back to the X page and the video with the lawyer, but these are 5 highlights from courthouse shooting hearing, rules on high bail grand jury. Several developments came out of hearing Thursday for Dalton Levi Etherly, who was charged in May 13th shooting outside of Montgomery County Court Center. Etherly, 28, is charged with the shooting of Joshua Fox that afternoon in Millennium Plaza on Thursday. His case was bound over to the grand jury and bail was reset at $1 million. Here are some highlights from the hearing. Of course, we already know this dude that received a pardon for Trump for the January 6th insurrection showed up to cause trouble there. When he was participating in the January 6th insurrection, he was beating police officer with bats, and he was pardoned. And anyone who was pardoned for attacking police officer with bats is definitely not going to have any respect for authority. So, of course, he would be the one to be arrested and held in contempt in court. Okay. Number 1. Surveillance cameras recorded incident. So Montgomery County Sheriff's Office investigators testified that video surveillance cameras documented the confrontation. At about 1:15 p.m., Etherly approached Fox with a selfie stick in his hand. After a verbal altercation, Etherly walked away. Fox then approached him and Etherly reached for his gun. Jacket pocket investigators say the man began fighting, and as Fox took Etherly to the ground, a bullet could be seen ricocheting. Several shell casings were recovered at the scene, all 7 from the same gun. So is what the prosecution trying to say is that, what's up, brother? My brother Prince Petty still here. Prince, it seems like Prince said idiot hit himself. Yeah, he shot himself. It seems like if you read, because this was in the other article, I think what they're trying to say is that, because they're saying Etherly approached Fox with a selfie stick in his hand. After a verbal altercation, Etherly walked away. Now we know he walked up on the guy. Guy told him, "Don't do that chimp out shit." You know what I'm saying? Like, go ahead about your business. You know, I don't want to talk to you. It ain't nothing we can work out at all. I don't fuck with you. You coming over here trying to be cute. it's going to be a problem. You know, Fox. So it says Fox then approached him and eagerly reached for a gun, his jacket pocket, investigators said. But you know, eagerly is saying that Fox punched him, then he reached for his gun. The man began fighting, and as Fox took eagerly to the ground, a bullet could be seen ricocheting. 7 shell cases were recovered at the scene, all 7 from the same gun. And so I think what they're trying to say is that no, he might have punched you because he seen you reaching for a gun. It kind of seems like what the prosecutors are going to try to do in this case. That's what it seems like. Even though everybody's saying like he punched him and then he pulled a gun. Either way, that's not self-defense. And it's definitely not self-defense. The guy, you know. Oh man, it's gonna be interesting, man. This is one for the law right here. Let's see. Baylove says so he left court, got his gun out of the car, and proceeded to make content. Doesn't sound innocent at all. That's what I've been thinking. Like, because I was wondering too, like, why would he even have a gun outside the courthouse anyway? He just left out of court. It doesn't make sense that he had his gun. Like, you absolutely right. That means he walked out of court, went to his car, got his gun, got his selfie stick, and said, "Man, let's go." You know, so this guy. Number 2, searches find body armor, airline ticket. So this was in the last article. Investigators searched Ethel's truck and his home. They found an airline ticket to Istanbul dated for May 22nd departure. They also found a bulletproof vest, a rifle, shotgun ammunition, suspected bag of marijuana. They also recovered Ethel's electronic devices for evidence. So they're going to get all his footage. And that's the whole crazy thing, man. Like when you get like a warrant and they have the right to come get all your footage, there's no telling what other stuff may be on there that may point to he wanted something like this to happen. That's going to take away from his whole self-defense. It's going to prove provocation, you know, him causing things like this to happen on purpose. Like in the other video we watched, somebody pointed out a tweet he had where he said, "Season finale, dead chimp on the concrete, and the rest of you monkeys are going to riot when I'm found innocent and walk away." So it seems like this man has been trying his hardest to provoke a black person to attack him so that he could use his gun on them, get self-defense. And he wants to be famous for that. Which, let's be honest, black people ain't really that violent like that. Now, you got certain groups, you have people that are involved in certain lifestyles that are violent, but for the most part, ain't nobody like finna walk up on you, dude, like that. You had to finally run into somebody that has verified mental issues. He's a vet. Yeah, he got verified mental issues. You know, but I think that's been his whole point. This whole time is to get somebody to run down on him so he can get what people call a free kill. That's what he's been trying to do. People talk about it all the time. Shout out to Bay Love says, right. He's been looking for a free kill. People talk about it all the time. Like people that think self-defense saves them from anything talk about this all the time online. Like, man, get that free kill. I ain't gonna hit you. You hit me first. I ain't gonna meet you nowhere. You just come find me. People, and that seems like to me this is what Chud was doing. I don't know why I say Chad. Chud was doing. And see, one highlighted a post from early May that stated Ethan Lee would use lethal force to defend himself and walk away free. And that's what they're talking about, the post. One highlighted a post from early May. Right. So it says a mobile forensics investigator showed the court inflammatory racial videos and social media posts made in the weeks leading up to the shooting. One highlighted a post from early May that stated Etherly would use lethal force to defend himself and walk away free. And of course, that's the post I was just referencing, the post where he said, season finale, dead chimp laying on the pavement, and the rest of you monkeys rioting as I walk away free. All right. So number 3, why Etherly's bail was set at 1 million. Bond was initially set at 1.25 million, and on Thursday, Judge Poland reset bond at 1 million. Prince was saying, my boy, my guy Prince and Petty was saying earlier, the judge being petty. He's like, oh, it's too high. Well, instead of being 1.25, I'm gonna set it to 1 million. You like, Judge, that ain't better, Judge. That's what I think is better. So he explained that according to state law, if a defendant is out on bond on other charges, the bond for the new charges must be at least 2 times the customary amount. So this dude already out on bond because he was recently arrested for not paying at the restaurant. And so this dude is trouble. He just can't stay out of trouble. It's something wrong here. At the time of the shooting, Etherly was out on bond from an arrest in Nashville where he was charged with disorderly conduct, resisting arrest, and theft. In Clarksville, he also has pending harassment case, which was bond over to the grand jury in April. So he's got all these cases. This dude is a criminal. He say black people are criminals. He's a criminal. He got multiple cases going on at the same time. He was out on bond from an arrest in Nashville where he was charged with disorderly conduct, resisting arrest, and theft. How can these be his charges when his number one thing is telling black people and other people, you chimping out, you chimping out? What's chimping out? Chimping out is like a monkey when they go, oh, and they act crazy, right? How can other people be chimping out, but you're the only one literally being arrested for chimping out? His charges, disorderly conduct, resisting arrest, and theft. He's everything he says other people are. In Clarksville, he also has a pending harassment case. So he's got a pending harassment case, which was bond over to the grand jury in April. Now, in the May 13 courthouse incident, he is charged with attempted murder, employing a firearm during the commission of a dangerous felony, aggravated assault, and reckless endangerment with a deadly weapon, according to his arrest warrant. That adds up to a customary bond of about $500,000, which the judge said the state requires to be doubled to $1 million. So that's why he got to $1 million. So when people say, "Oh, his bond was high," that's because that motherfucker already bonded out. Now he's trying to get bond again. So they got to double it. That's the law. That's the law. Let's see. Number 4, bond conditions include a gag order. So Poland said that if Etherly makes bond, he will have to wear a GPS monitor, must relinquish all firearms, and he must relinquish all weapons and firearms, and will be under a gag order with no interviews or social media activity about the incident. The gag order also applies to all witnesses in the case. Poland also said that the passport application process would be stopped and rescinded if it has been issued. The judge also said that no money raised through crowdfunding after May 13 could be used toward the bond. He said a circuit court judge will take the matter up in a sourcing hearing. Okay. What's next is the grand jury hearing. So Poland bond the case over to the grand jury, which will determine whether to formally indict Etherly on the charges. Grand juries are convened monthly, and each grand jury hears a wide variety of criminal cases. By state law, their proceedings are secret and not open to the public. If a formal indictment is issued, the indictment will be made public and a trial date will be scheduled. So we will see what happens next. Let's go through this. Chud the Builder X page. This app gave me a voice when no one else would. I thank everyone at X for this. I pray you continue to stand on objective freedom, no matter the race. we should all have the same right to free speech, regardless of what color my skin is. Chud the Builder was never I don't know. You know what? That's one thing I don't like when you have certain people like him that try to act like, oh, I should be able to say whatever I want to say, no matter the color of my skin. You cannot deny the history of this country, and what people been through. So of course you are free to say what you want to say, and you always have been. To try to like, I hate that fake shit. Quit trying to pretend like you ain't been able to say what you want to say. You can say whatever you want to say. You just got to take the consequences that go with it. And then also it's like, where do you want to say these things? Of course, if you say certain things at a job, this is a job. This is a professional atmosphere. You'll get fired. That's for anything and for anybody. I don't know what this post is. Was never brought a bill, simply told to. So on this post, he's talking about the restaurant. Was never brought a bill, simply told to leave, never shouted or yelled in the restaurant like they claimed. Completely fabricated charges in retaliation for the way I exposed their establishment's unprofessionalism. So this dude, once again, you have people like him, they just blatantly lie. He'll say never shouted or yelled in the restaurant, but he was in there telling the dude that looked like I guess the dude was from India. He says, oh, why don't you go out there and shit in the street? Why don't you go, like, come on, dude, you yelling obscenities, dog. What are you talking about? You calling somebody a midget fuck, and like, why are you lying? It's on video, it's recorded. Chud says the Lord is my bodyguard. That's a lie, because he had a gun on him in front of the courthouse. So he obviously didn't believe that. Chud, this post, insane FBI interviews me for not paying for 2 appetizers that I didn't get to finish before being rudely kicked out of the restaurant. However, blacks can actively call for white people to blow my, his brains, and they give 0 fucks. I don't know who he's talking. Is he talking about? Let's see.
He's acting in self-defense, right? You see how Trump went out there and like clapped that nigga from Iran, that fucking supreme leader? That might have to be Chud. Get him out of the way, because he's trying to start some shit. We ain't trying to do it.
Yeah, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see people die over a word.
Well, he's problematic. We might like somebody might have to just do it. I don't care who do it. Black, white, who cares?
I care. I don't want to see people die for a stupid reason.
I guess
advocating for violence is not the way. If
nobody wants to prevent racism. He's the violent one. You don't realize he's the violent one?
Isn't he majority acting in? He's acting in self-defense, right?
Fuck no. Do you see what he's saying? He's daring people to do something.
Words aren't violent, Act. Words aren't violent.
Your rhetoric could be insightful.
But no, using an individual word is not an act of violence.
Is speaking, which I don't know why Chud put blacks can whatever. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Academics did that, and academics is already in a position where he kind of sort of got canceled. So he's over doing his own thing. Remember Act got caught up with that little boy, and he was using sexually suggestive language. So Act kind of already been canceled. Act don't speak for fucking black people. That ain't black people. So why would you write blacks can actively call for people to blow my brain? Like, what are you talking about? Blacks did that, or did one motherfucker do that? Because it wasn't blacks. It was one guy said that. Academic said that. So what are you talking about? And you could report that and get him under investigation for that. You could. You just haven't done it. So don't act like he said that. How would the FBI know he said that? You could report and say that he said that. He's actively calling for people to take you out. And you could get an investigation open on him. You could. But you won't do it, and you'll pretend as if he got away with it because he's black. And it's not true. And then for people like, oh, word is not an action. A word is a fucking action. What are you talking about? You give orders. That's an action. the act of speaking is an action. Words most definitely can be violent.
And so if you want to stop racism, then we can't let words trigger something that makes.
And if words can't be violent, then we're going to have to get rid of verbal abuse. That can't exist anymore. Words can definitely be violent. I don't know why people say that words can be violent. It's always like that when they want to say what they want to say.
It's violent.
All right, play this.
If you want to stop
I
racism,
watch him pepper
then let it
spray.
go.
I watch him pepper spray a guy who like flipped his hat off or something like that.
Technically, doesn't that count as self-defense? He wasn't arrested for that.
Man, that guy should have blew his brains out, man.
If you want to be alive, if you want to protect yourself, if you don't want something violent to
Now
happen,
he has a
you shouldn't
death
keep
wish.
doing
You know, you gotta let that man live out his goal.
Well, I don't want to see people have a death wish because I want people to be okay. I want.
Anyway, I disagree with that. I don't think anybody should be I don't think people should be killed over their words. I think they should be ignored. But I think words are action. I think words can be violent in their own way. Certain words, not all the time. Let's see. He's replying more about this restaurant. They interrupted my appetizers several times to tell people who are watching the stream or calling, complaining about the fact that the man they are actively trying to starve is in the restaurant eating. Didn't get to finish the appetizer before getting rudely told to leave. So he's just going on and on about this restaurant. He's like, to me, he's just got like this attitude. He's just a diva, you know? Yeah, he's a diva, man. Let's see, on May 11th, trying to find. I don't know why. So the Trev dude has the N word in his name, but like he put for my niggas, white hand shaking the black hand, and he's going against Chud for using the N word, but Trev uses the N word. That's why I said the word don't have no power no more. It's just silly. We don't want you to use the word either, Trev. He holding a gun to the hat and
Tomorrow, a bear Easter. Hey, Chud the Builder, come get your hat back in blood, little nigga. Phase 1 of Big is complete. I just took the fucking hat off the biggest fella's head, and I ran that nigga out of his own fucking city. This is just the fucking beginning. Phase 2 of Big starts tomorrow, a bear Easter. Hey, Chud the Builder, come get your hat back in blood, little nigga. Phase 1 of Big is complete. I just took the fucking hat off the biggest fella's head, and I ran that nigga out of his own fucking city. This is just the fucking beginning. Phase 2 of Big starts tomorrow, a bear Easter.
yeah, I don't believe any of this is real. I think this is all AI.
Yeah, they say a lot of weird things about me. I'm curious what that's about. It's a private conversation. You said what? Yeah, what about it?
You just told me to look it up. Someone on the phone would call.
Yeah, I know. They try to harass me everywhere I go.
You don't condone anyone harassing anyone.
I know, I hate that. I know. I try not to get harassed everywhere I go. But yeah, still here we are.
You're not filming.
Filming? We're live streaming.
I would prefer you not live streaming.
Oh, okay. What are you about to tell us we can't eat here?
No, dear, we would never do that.
I was just curious why they're calling us. Why are you recording in the restaurant? I'm live streaming. Okay. You can turn that off, please. Hey man, don't touch me. No, I'm not touching. I can leave if you can ask me to leave. Don't come in my face like that, sir.
I'm not. I'm just asking you not to record video in the restaurant.
And that's fine. You guys can sit. I'm just wondering why this is. Someone just called and reported. We heard you say neo-Nazi. We heard that. It's on recording. And so I'm just curious why I've got good money to spend here, brother. And it's not about that whatsoever. I know you make good money. You're running the bombs. I know. But somebody just called in here because they harass me everywhere I go, and I document it. That's why I'm popular. I'm sorry, I don't know who you are. I know you. I'm trying to explain it. You seem like a sweetheart. You seem like a sweetheart. You're doing great. I'm not mad at you at all. I just saw my name written down. I was like, that's a little weird. He told me someone to stop calling me a neo-Nazi. Obviously, you wouldn't think that either, would you? It's a weird thing to be called when no one associates with it. So, but, I wouldn't have done that. Straight down there. I'm more of a neo-American. I believe in freedom of speech and the Constitution, and people harass me for it. They put bounties on me. So when I see my name written down, I'm like, are they going to poison my food? You got to understand where I'm at. We can put the phone down and we ain't recording on podcast. You guys, we just want you to come in, relax, have a good time. We're not.
This fool talking about somebody gonna poison his food. Like, you're the only dangerous person in that restaurant, but you're gonna pretend like everybody else is dangerous. You full of shit.
About social media, we're not about videotaping with a live stream in a restaurant. It's just who we are, right? I respect that. We ask everybody to respect each other's behavior when they come into the restaurant. You guys are more than welcome to do this. That's fine. We just want to deter any shenanigans in the front side, right? Yeah, no, for sure. I'm not trying to bring any shenanigans. I do that because literally people threaten my life everywhere I go. I'm sorry, that's not a joke. Not you, though. Not you. I know. I'm just telling you, like, it's literally put like famous rappers are saying, I'll give you guys 100K. My name's It's great to meet you, and I'm sorry we got off on the wrong foot. You gotta understand that I'm thinking people are trying to poison me and kill me. There's a $100,000 bounty publicly put out by.
Oh, he said there's a bounty on him.
Is that the Omni Hotel we're not allowed at? The things that you just said. What did I say? All the things you said. You just recorded it. Yeah, we did. Take care. Go get me. Okay. Oh, good day. Enjoy your meal. They kicked us out. Tell me your name again? Chud The Builder. Absolutely love you. Well, I would not eat here if I were you. Because they just.
Let's see. A chimp debates whether he wants to violently attack Chud the Builder or not because he has his 2 baby chimps with him. He decides not to. This is a rare good decision by the male chimp. Shaniqua probably is grateful that Tyrone and the baby chimps returned that day.
All my life, I see this bitch ass nigga right here. What should I do? What the fuck should I do? Should I smack the shit out the back of his fucking head? Or should I just chill because I got my kids? I think I'ma chill. I'm with my family. But that's that bitch ass nigga right there. Bitch ass nigga. He got his head took. He got his head took. Little bro running out with his head. Little brother ran out with his head.
That is insane. So that dude was out there when this guy took his hat, and that's the hat. So he was out there when this guy took the hat. What the fuck? These people, man. These people live for social media.
He trying to catch him. He trying to catch him, he a bitch. Ah! God don't like ugly, man. God don't like ugly. God do not like ugly. What you did? Tell her what you did, little bro.
Hey, fuck Chud. I just took his bitch ass hat That nigga got ran out of his own fucking city. I pulled up 12 hours to run this nigga out of his own city. Fuck you talking about? Fuck Chud the Builder. On my mama, nigga. Fuck you talking
It's crazy. All right, so we played.
All my life, I see this bitch ass nigga right here. What should I do?
So all this stuff kind of happens back to back. So when he gets kicked out the restaurant, we played the video of the guy in the Dodge Charger in that incident, and the black guy went to speak to the police about Chud the Builder. Chud says, as I walked out, a black guy is in a red Dodge Charger, pulls up and yells, "Ha ha, I got you kicked out," and calls him the F word. That sounds like maggot, faggot. Then proceeds to do a U-turn in order to sit at the light, screaming, "Call me a nigger and I will kill you." Then proceeded to brandish a weapon. Which is crazy about that whole incident, because if he brandished a weapon and he had his weapon and he said, "I'll blow his brains out," why he didn't pull it out and blow his brains out if the guy truly brandished a weapon? I don't get that. All right. Let's see. Oh, computer glitchy.
Yes, say it. Say it. In the middle of the crosswalk. Say it. Nigger. I'm right here, faggot. You're in the middle of the road. You're in the middle of the crosswalk. Say it. Nigger. Why are you walking away? Why are you crossing the street, nigger?
And see how you doing all that while walking in front of somebody's car is just not intelligent. I would have hit him with the car. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That's why I ignore people, because you couldn't say that to me and walk in front of my car. You're definitely getting hit. That's why I say ignore these people.
Nobody's scared of you. Why are you walking away? I'm doing so, pussy. Nigger. Keep chimping out, nigger. You make yourself look like a monkey. Ooh, ah, ah. Ooh, ah, ah. Get back in your car, nigger. Get back in your car, nigger. Ooh, ah, ah. Ooh, ah. Look at his faggot ass. Look at
The reverse psychology. I ain't gonna lie, Chud is a genius, because if you can pull this amount of reverse psychology on people, he actually looks like a goofball. And he go, keep chimping out, nigga. Yeah, ooh, He's actually the one chimping out, but he is somehow able to convince the other person that they're chimping out and actually make them chimp out. It's hilarious. Any intelligent person would look at him, Chud, and be like, fuck this guy, and just drive off. Like, this guy's obviously got problems.
Look at him. Look at his dumb ass. Suck my dick. You probably like that, wouldn't you, nigga? Wouldn't you like that, nigga? Look at this nigga chimping out. Everybody look at the nigger chimping out. I swear to God. I swear to God. I swear to God. That's what I thought. I swear to God. I swear to God. You're not swearing to the God I serve. Hey, come to my, hey, welcome to my car again, you bitch. Welcome to my car again, you bitch. Look at this nigger chipping out. I swear to God, faggot. Look at him chipping. He's still chipping out. I thought so. You about to shoot me? I thought so. Walk up again. You got a gun? Walk up again. Walk up again. Leave me alone, nigger. Walk up again. Pussy. You pussy. Blow your fucking brains out right here, buddy. Keep threatening me. Keep threatening me. Pussy. Shut up. Bitch ass motherfucker. Walk up. I'm about to just blow his brains out. He pulls back around here. I'm about to blow his fucking brains out. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Pull back around here again. I don't know if he's about to drive by me. He said he's got a gun. I'm about to fucking up the shit.
Oh my God. I hate that mustache. Let's see. He's replying to these two other people. Oba the Great, which is appears to be a black guy, I guess. Not sure of his ethnicity. And the other one is Myron Gaines from Fresh and Fit. And he put, I have no respect for your animalistic culture. I mean, all of the disrespect. Fuck you. Behave. The only people mad at me, which is weird because Myron went through a weird thing where it was like, at first he was like, I can say nigger because I'm black. I'm black. We all black. Then it was like, now it's like he separates himself from black people and talks about them. He talks about them the same way Chud do. So I don't even understand why him and Chud wouldn't be best friends. And all that attempting to separate yourself from black people, and then here comes Chud and he groups you back in there with him and says animalistic culture. So Chud says the only people mad at me are those who are envious or misinformed about me and my motives. Either way, Chud curse, bitch. Okay. Chud the Builder reposted this from Stupid Rich. Says the right to express your freedoms as an American is powerful. Most are too weak to invoke that right or held back by society's biased rules. You can speak publicly. Most people are just not assholes. Why would I go out in public and say a bunch of rude, mean, disrespectful things to strangers? Most people are too busy. They got a life. Shout out my brother Marcus Banks, man. What up, brother? What's up, Mr. Diabolical? Much respect to you as always, my brother. What's up, my brother? How you doing? Man, you missed it. Prince was here earlier. I'm gonna be closing this one out pretty soon. I'm playing this last news. I'm gonna play this last news clip. I was going over this guy's Chud the Builder X. I'm trying to find this post. I think it's from May 6th, perhaps. I should be almost to it. Let's see. It's another post he put. I was locked out of my X account and forced to delete these 6 posts before I could log back in. So it says, violating our rules against hateful conduct. To unlock your account, you must do the following: delete the content that violates our rules. This is one of the posts. Chimps started swarming while on the phone with police reporting the first assault. Kick loves when chimps harass white people on stream, but if you tell a nig to stop chimping out on you, banned. Another chimp out that will likely not be investigated or prosecuted. So just basically calling black people chimps as a way of being disrespectful, which freedom of speech could be you simply speaking out about the issues in the black community and that it needs to change and that you don't like it as an American and maybe you want to increase police presence in black neighborhoods. That's freedom of speech. You can say that. But going out purposely saying, yeah, you nigger, you chimp. That's not freedom of speech. That's just rude, stupid ass language. That's just dumb. It's just dumb. It's just, what would be the purpose of it? What would it change? See. Coming to a town near you. Somebody else, I guess, fan art, chimp around and find out. Okay.
Dude, the guy just threw shit at me. We got these motherfuckers chimping out on us. You got my idea. I just talked to you guys last night. I don't know if I got it on me. Yeah, I know. Go get him, bro. That's the dude that fucking threw. Yeah, we got officers talking to him. That guy right there. Yeah, we got. Is the guy with the cowboy hat or the? Oh my God! Thank you. Can you get it up? Thank you. Dude, the guy just threw shit at me. We got these motherfuckers chimping out on us. You got my idea. I just talked to you guys last night. I don't know if I got it on me. Yeah, I know. Go get him, bro. That's the dude that fucking threw. Yeah, we got officers talking to him.
That's insane. A bunch of grown men. I want to take a picture with the guy that called people names. He says the cope in the black community is hilarious. Chud the Builder spends another night out on the town meeting plenty of free speech loving Americans.
Dude, no, bro. You say in my city, bro. I'm like, dude, this nigga funny as fuck.
God bless you, dude. Dude, what the hell?
Did he say you?
Damn, you running far,
dude,
bro.
No, bro. You say in my city, bro. I'm like, dude, this nigga.
What the fuck is he? He saved the city. How? You saved my city. How did? Shout out Marcus Banks says, is the gentleman being racist? Yeah, he being racist, I guess. He wants his idea of free speech is walking around in public saying the N-word and just saying racist shit.
We can say whatever we want.
Well, I can say whatever I want.
Exactly. And nigger.
What is it?
We can say nigger if we want.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. I don't agree with that.
Oh, these boomers.
I got blacks in my family.
It's okay. Blacks.
Fuck you, man.
No, or what? Fuck you, nigger lover.
Nigger lover.
You heard me.
Well, what'd you say?
We can say.
Yeah, see, he just says weird shit to get under people's skin. That's all it is. Let's see. He says every single comment section looks the same. Chimps calling for violence and praying for death. When do we say enough and just ship them out? So one thing I noticed, people that get these type of cult followings, they have to pretend like there's this huge problem in America, and then they present whatever they think that problem is. All right. So every single comment section looks the same. Chimps calling for violence and praying for death, right? Which he seems to be targeting black people when he says chimps, because I guess we never see any other group of people calling for violence in comment sections. Bob and Weave says, I can't wait to see the day when you get your top blown. It'll be hilarious. Lee Grader comes under there. HBCUs now offering a standing on business major, being funny. Which is weird whenever I see somebody white put something like that, because I don't get into the race thing, but it is weird because I hear other people saying stand on business. It ain't just black people. So someone find this dude mom and take her off the map disrespectfully. That's what somebody put. Can't wait till your day comes and it's posted all over the internet for everyone to laugh at. And then Tabo says, I can't wait for you to be dead like I brought up Charlie. Kirk. I'm going to shoot fireworks and do a cookout. So and mind you, nobody knows who these people are. You can't even tell. So you don't really know if they black or white. That's another thing about social media that's crazy to me is when people see somebody post something, they just know what kind of person posted it. And it's like, no, you don't. You don't know who these people are, their background, but you just slap a label on it. All right.
That nigger guy. Got your body cam on? No? I want to know what that nigger guy. Got your body cam on? No? I want to know what y'all were talking about before I walked over here. You've been standing here the whole time in your live stream. What's he videoing me for? You don't know? Anything malicious? You sure you didn't say nothing? Here's that nigger guy. Is that what he said? Huh? You don't got nothing to say though. All right, well, God bless you. Hey, keep the street safe. White monster! That's why he's not chimping out. That'll do it. Black guys need to drink a white monster. It'll make them mature, it'll get them a good job, and it'll be a fucking productive member of society. White monster. We're gonna get a sponsorship one day, too. That's why he's not.
And you see, he's trying to provoke a fight. Yeah, Marcus, he can't be serious. You see what I'm saying? But he's trying to provoke a fight. And what's weird is he's everything that he's saying somebody else is. And it's all to provoke. And so the only thing you can do is like what these two gentlemen did, and they did a great job. Just ignore him. And he does his awkward laugh, his clap. He feels like an idiot because he didn't get what he wanted, and he walks the fuck off. Watch.
All right, well, God bless you. Hey, keep the street safe. White monster! That's why he's not chimping out. That'll do it. Black guys need to drink a white monster. It'll make them mature, it'll get them a good job, and it'll be a fucking productive member of society.
Look at what he said. Be a productive member of society and get a good job. None of which he has. You not productive going around recording live streaming. The world ain't going to end if y'all stop live streaming or if I stop reacting to videos. What are you talking about? A productive member of society? By what? Going around harassing people? Calling them names? That's productive. Maybe you should drink a white monster and then you wouldn't do those things and you'd be a productive member of society.
White monster. We're going to get a sponsorship one day, too. Oh, shit. The cop with the white monster is based. That nigger's over there videotaping me for fucking, for what? He didn't want nothing to say.
And then what's weird is that he pretends like he's American and that's what he stands for. But you just disrespected a law enforcement officer, right? But I thought you were so American, right? You see what I'm saying? He's a joke. He doesn't believe in anything. He doesn't stand for anything. He's just here to agitate. He doesn't stand for anything. Nothing. He's a joke.
Say, look, it's the nigger guy. Pussy ass, fucking cracker ass nigger. That's a pussy cracker ass nigger right there. That nigger's acting like a cracker if I ever seen it.
And it's really sad. Like somebody like that doesn't make me angry. It makes me sad for them because he's a content whore. It's the walking around trying to bait people. You're forever fishing for the confrontation. It's sad. All right. So I don't know. I guess it's supposed to be a racist picture. He's gonna spray black people with bear mace while on a bear, and the bear got a gas mask on. And it says, I forgot. I think he did. He sprayed the guy. So he says, imagine how hard it's going to be for a guy who has dreadlocks to get pepper spray out of his hair. I have to see. Appreciate you, Mr. Marcus. Says, absolutely correct, Mr. Diabolical. He might have posted it. Let's see. Listen to what the gas station clerk had to say about how the whole incident started. I was cool. Guy asked if I was Chud. I said, yeah, you want to pick? Then the chimp out began. Yeah, saw the rest of from my POV.
He ain't treated nobody like one. He came in the store. He was cool as hell. Talking shit. No. He was cool as hell. And he came out the bathroom and I looked. I said, bro, I know you don't know. He said you want a picture. I said, bro, I don't know. I'm not taking no fucking picture with you. I know you do this shit for content because he wasn't even like that until the nigga slapped him. You weren't out here when the nigga just slapped him. He ain't treated nobody like one. He came in the store. He was cool as hell.
Okay. Crazy.
Hi, do you have a cigarette? Hi.
Here, get up off the ground. I got you.
Do you have a cigarette?
I don't smoke cigarettes, sweetheart. And you shouldn't either. It's not good for you.
Oh, wow.
And you shouldn't be on the ground either.
Mother. Maybe sometimes we just have to do what we want to do to feel good.
Yuck. That's why she's old and divorced, ain't it?
Holy shit, I'm not divorced.
Guarantee it. No, just never married. Yeah, I wonder why. Get this bitch out of here.
Yeah, just just say what you want to say. All right, this the one with the pepper spray.
Talk about your dick.
I'm sorry, I'm a nigger. Fuck him. Actually, no, I'm gonna get the next girl I see to bend him over and fuck him. I'm gonna get
my dick
over his dad and fuck him.
My dick.
So on and so on. Like all the way till we get to
my dick.
You're great.
You're hitting me, nigger. Stop touching me.
Did they wear wings?
Back up, nigger.
Did they wear?
Back up, nigger.
He's scared.
Ain't nobody scared of your dumbass, nigger.
That's why they kept us out of golf.
Don't touch me again. I swear I will defend myself. I will defend myself.
He's a troll. That's the internet troll.
You're a nigger.
You gotta respect it. You're a bitch. Your mama's a bitch.
If I was a bitch, would I be standing here looking you in the eyes? You can't even look me in the eyes. You're a nigger.
I think I know
You're
exactly what you're doing.
Yeah. It's riling you up, getting you to chimp out. Because we want you in jail.
I'm finna call you. I'm catching clout.
He is about to call you a chimp. You acting like one, nigga.
Run, sit down on
Get out of his face too. Get out of his face too, boy.
Fuck a bitch.
This nigga's on meth.
Sit down.
Somebody come get this nigga.
Another word other than nigger. This guy's so stale.
Jigaboo.
Like he's gonna be falling off in like a month, bro. He's gotta keep it fresh, bro. And you just being silent watching it. Did you?
NLE Chopper just said they was gonna put a $10,000 bounty or some shit on them.
Weak ass 10K.
That's why I said
niggers will take that.
They would. They would. This guy probably take it.
Basically, yeah. Yo,
he got Fendi glasses on. You ain't got shit. You got lens crafters on, pussy ass nigga. This dude. That's why he's making money and you ain't. And he got the V-Lone on. What you wearing, nigga? Work shirt. What does that say?
You're a bitch.
At-lone.
You ain't never gonna be but a bitch.
So all you guys
can't be the nigga.
Are you on some?
Both of these people are retarded.
on? What you wearing, nigga? Your work shirt?
Bitch.
What does that say?
You're a bitch.
Atlum.
You ain't never gonna be nothing but a bitch.
So all you guys do is talk.
You can't look me in the eyes because you might be the nigga.
Are you on some shrooms or something? What are you on?
I told you I'm on your mama's sweet pussy, bitch.
You're a bitch, bro. Literally, all you do is talk about your dick.
I'm sorry, I'm a nigger.
Come back over here.
Okay. Let's not
over here.
Let's not fight.
I am.
Touch me again. Touch me again.
I don't want pepper spray. I really don't.
Go pick up my hat, nigger. You heard me, nigga. Touch me again. Touch me again, nigger. That's what I thought. Thank you.
Hey, don't hit me with that shit.
I ain't gonna pray you. That motherfucker wants to put his hands on me again. Go home with you. Let's go get his ass. Hail Hitler, nigger.
Yeah, see. He actually could have got in trouble for that if anybody in the background got hit by that though. But that's just two assholes. I don't know what they're doing over there, bothering him, even talking to him and shit. It's like you're not gonna get Chud and instigate him. He's there to get you, to make you upset.
Again, go home and put his hands on me again. Go. Thank you.
Hey, don't hit me with that shit,
nigger.
Oh,
that's what I thought. Touch me again. You heard me, nigga. Touch me again. Touch me again, nigger. That's what I thought. Thank you.
Hey, don't hit me with that shit.
I ain't gonna pray you. That motherfucker wants to put his hands on me again. Go home with you. Let's go get his ass. Hail Hitler, nigger.
White people.
Oh no, we're here to bring freedom of speech back. You're in America. Don't come to my country talking shit to me, bitch. This is America. You heard me? You heard me, bitch? Freedom of speech. You're in America. Respect our land. Respect our land. Respect our land. I don't give a fuck where she lives. Hey, live on camera.
Where we're at? Time we're at. What? America?
Stupid bitch.
Time we're at is America.
We're in America. Goddamn right. Let that UK bitch know. Hey, fuck the royal family, bitch. Fuck the royal family. Fuck the royal family. The only royal family is Joseph, Mary, and Jesus, bitch. Come on. Come on, do something. I'll spray your ass so quick. Come over here. Come over here. Back the fuck up, bitch. Respect American values.
Let me guess, you're a Trump.
That's what I thought. No, fuck Trump.
Oh, okay.
He's a Jew. Trump's a Jew. Respect America, bitch. She probably got a face full of bear mace. I love you, babe. She wants it. Come on.
It's like high school all over again. And you got dumb guys on the side. Like, yeah, he called them bitches. Let's see, just walking.
I said the N-word on the internet. Now they say I'm just an un-American person because I believe in freedom of speech. Isn't that crazy?
Well, considering that two of my boys are black, I can understand that.
Why does that matter?
It does. I don't like it. Just go ahead.
You don't like freedom of speech either?
Go ahead and go.
I'm gonna stand right here, nigger. What are you gonna do? I'm gonna go to jail?
Yeah, he just don't have he just has no I would say it's less about like him having the respect for other people, which I don't think he respects other people. I don't think he respects himself. It's just sad. He's kind of just
look at him. He's gonna waddle over to the cop.
You got an older man out there. Leave that old man alone and quit bothering him. Let's see. He put here in the post, I would defend my life with lethal force. Do not approach me with intent to threaten bodily harm. He puts, I puked out dozens of chimps live on. Oh, no, he says punk. Why I say puke? He punked out dozens of chimps live on camera. So you monkeys are grasping for air trying to find a W. Somehow reporting an assault after the chimp ran away like a coward is somehow an L. Got other posts that have been taken down. Preparing to defend my life. These words are what would exonerate me. Stay tuned. I don't know. This is some post. You sound like an absolute F word, saying you are fearing for your life, calling the cops. Stand your ground, coward. Chud puts LML, your N-word, your nigger. You want me to go to prison because my videos are making your girlfriend's black boyfriend upset. I could have shot that dick, but I have a duty not to as a law-abiding citizen. Something you immigrants wouldn't know about. So I don't know. And I guess that's because I guess it's because this guy posted broke deadbeat father has to pay his bills or something. I don't know what they argue about. These people are crazy. I'm about done with this content. I can't imagine this is the things that these are the things that consume people on a day-to-day basis. Right here, he puts, ran into some YN fans right before I went live on Pump today. Make sure you are tuned in so you too can see the love in these streets for the Chud. Boy, our young generations is lost. YN stands for young nigga. You got some white guy here talking about, yeah, I like my YNs. These my YNs. And they just peace signed up. Crazy. Yeah. I'm done with this crap.
Of that, it seems like the day in question, he kind of spiraled out of control and gotten kicked out of a restaurant, but literally makes his living by provoking, insulting individuals and saying deplorable things, and then trying to bait that reaction.
And then things escalated, as you alluded to, on May 13th. He was allegedly involved in an altercation outside the Montgomery County Courthouse. This going on in Clarksville. You see him in court right there. And this is right after that altercation. He was injured. Someone else was injured by gunfire. And following the investigation, he's been charged with attempted murder, aggravated assault, reckless endangerment with a deadly weapon, and employment of a firearm during a dangerous felony. So let's take a look really quickly, a closer look at what's happening in the legal world for Chud the Builder.
Controversial streamer Dalton Etherly, known online as Chud the Builder, is accused of shooting a man outside the Montgomery County Courthouse. The sheriff's office says both Etherly and another man were taken to the hospital for medical treatment. After the shooting, Etherly appeared to keep live streaming for several minutes. In the video, Etherly can be heard saying, quote, "Man, I just pray that dude is going to be all right. I tried to walk away from him." Court records show Etherly was scheduled for a civil debt appearance that morning in Montgomery County. In Etherly's stream, he claimed the incident started after a man laughed at him. Etherly claims he walked away after interacting with the man. The The man followed him and a fight broke out. That's when Etherly drew his weapon. The Montgomery County Sheriff's Office is pursuing charges against Etherly for criminal attempted murder, aggravated assault, and reckless endangerment with a deadly weapon. Etherly is also facing a separate criminal case in Nashville. He's accused of refusing to pay a $400 bill to Bob's Steak and Chop House downtown and screaming racial slurs. Etherly has over 226,000 followers on X, all due to his live streams where he's shown in places like Broadway, Clarksville, and Gatlinburg, insulting and calling people racial slurs. In a Give Send Go post, Etherly writes, "I've shared mild jokes, unfiltered thoughts, and yes, sometimes I've used the N-word in what I thought was edgy, harmless humor. I know it's controversial, but it's my right to speak freely." Etherly is booked into the Montgomery County Jail, where he's being held without bond. He will have his arraignment and bond hearing on Friday. In Nashville, Caitlin Quisenberry, News 2.
All right, so there you have it. I'm looking him up right now. We have a couple of little Wi-Fi issues here to deal with, but I'm looking him up on X as we speak. And we heard Greg, he cites free speech, that it's his right to say this stuff. So where does he cross the line legally?
For the First Amendment is something that people wrap themselves in on both sides of the ideological spectrum. Hate speech, political speech, free speech, they're all under that very broad umbrella, but it's not an unlimited right. And it's interesting when Etherly tried to describe his, I don't even want to say humor, his content as kind of
a good way to put
mild jokes, etc. There are a lot of people that I think would beg to differ, because there is one overriding constant theme with Chud the Builder's live stream, and it is one designed to provoke a reaction from a pedestrian, someone that's caught unaware, and there is significant racial overtones. I don't want to go into it specifically, but just very racially explicit.
And what about our rights? You know, they mentioned he's been known to take to the streets of Gatlinburg, Nashville, Clarksville. I don't want to be walking down the streets in Gatlinburg like we do a lot and be accosted by this guy.
No, and
so what are my rights?
It looks like if somebody would have intervened earlier, I mean, what he's doing is committing a series of misdemeanor assaults because his conduct is offensive. It's puts you in fear of whatever. But, in this case, it reached a boiling point. And if you look, and this is going to be fantastic as this case is tried.
And let's pull up his X account so you guys can look at it. I was having trouble with it on my phone right now, but there's just a look at it when you scroll a little bit.
And if you'll look at this, he is a comedian. I'll beg to differ on that. Free speech patriot, Christ is King, America first, etc. But what is going to be interesting is there is a rule of evidence that we talk about all the time. You don't want your client to be tried for other conduct, and it's called prior bad acts, 404B. And you're going to have a trump of 404B evidence if I am prosecuting Etherly, because I want the jury to see this. I think it goes to his intent, what he was doing when he said he feared for his life. So Chud the Builder may have 12 more followers to the 232.3 if this goes to trial and it's played before a jury in Montgomery County.
I mean, you mentioned, he's been in trouble before for stuff like allegedly not paying a restaurant bill, walking the check, and other issues where he, again, accosted people on the street.
And it might need to clarify the charge in Nashville with him not paying his bill. It's because he was asked to leave.
Oh, okay. So our digital producer, Hope, says to clarify that charge in Nashville with the steakhouse. Allegedly, he didn't pay his bill because he was asked to leave.
Well,
but that precipitated more bad behavior, I guess. So we'll have to figure that out. But here's the thing, Greg. Guys like this tend to face the kind of trouble that gets an eye roll, but he is accused of attempted murder. So let's go back to that.
He is. And back to the restaurant incident. He was at a steakhouse, ran up nearly a $400 tab, was live streaming, using using racial slurs, talking about the First Amendment, and they said, take you and your First Amendment outside, out the door, and ask him to leave. So that was the context of his mindset shortly before this matter. So he shows up at the Montgomery County Courthouse. Obviously, he had a firearm and encounters we won't mention the name because some media reports have mentioned the victim's name.
Right.
Some haven't. But an African-American military veteran, and they get in a altercation. When I say altercation, Chud the Builder engaged with this individual. Then the narrative is interesting because it's very descriptive, and it says Etherly assumed a bladed stance, which is kind of a military.
Is that what you just did right here?
Yeah, kind of like this.
Okay.
Reaches in, gets his firearm, shoots the victim multiple times, and this is in a crowded courtyard area outside the courthouse. The judge remarked about the significance of that in setting the bond. But Chud the Builder, being the dynamo he is, also shot himself in the arm as he was shooting this other individual. So he is charged with a number of very serious crimes.
Let's run down those charges and Tennessee law. So I mentioned earlier, we need to get to this, attempted murder. So what does that require?
Attempted murder, well, it depends on what your mens rea or what your intent is. If this was a premeditated, planned, intentional act, it would be 60 years, but it's an attempt. So it goes down to the next level, which would be 15 to 25 years. If there is a knowing killing of another, that's second. So that would be 15 to 25 years, but would go down another level to 3 to 6. So the attempt brings it down, but it's going to be interesting. This is in Sessions Court, what the prosecution tries to do in terms of, will this be an attempted first degree, second degree, or is it going to try, are they trying to find a way to charge felony murder? Aggravated assault.
Or attempted murder. I mean, the guy survived.
Well, attempted felony murder.
Attempted felony murder. What? Okay, let's go down the list to aggravated assault.
Aggravated assault is not an attempt there. That's a real hard and fast crime. That's a C felony under Tennessee law, where you can go to the Department of Corrections for 3 to 6 years. If you don't get probation, you must serve 100% of your sentence.
Okay.
So reckless endangerment is a Class E felony that carries 1 to 2 years. And I would not be surprised if I saw that particular crime upcharged to impact others that were in the zone of danger as that gun was fired.
And you're talking reckless endangerment with a deadly weapon.
Right. So people that were in that zone of fire, they could be charged as victims as well.
And then employment of a firearm during a dangerous felony. So those are the charges.
Serious charges. So he's looking at dozens and dozens of years. What the judge did, there was a bond hearing, and people that were there in the courtyard.
And if you remember, like when they was reporting on the crime, it was said that you could see bullets striking the concrete. And so when he's firing that weapon and they find seven shell cases, those bullets could have hit anybody while he's out there in front of that courthouse. And so they're saying like, oh, those could be victims. You've seen even officers get in trouble for firing their weapons where it could have hit other people. Kind of like even with, what was her name, Breonna Taylor. Cop was charged when a bullet went through the wall into somebody else's apartment.
Of the courthouse in imminent danger. He focused on that and set the bond at $1,250,000.
Yeah. Okay. Now, his attorney, let's talk about his defense. We touched on that, but let's go deeper. His attorney, we understand, will likely argue self-defense. Explain that angle.
Well, self-defense under Tennessee law. So, in this situation, Etherly used a firearm. And to be justified legally in using deadly force, you have to have a reasonable, objective belief that you are in imminent fear of serious bodily injury or death. Now that fear has to be reasonable under the circumstances, and it has to meet an objective standard. The law's changed recently in that regard. But what you can't do, and what is going to be the problem with the defense in this case, if you provoke the encounter, or you're the initial aggressor,
who started
or
it,
you escalate the confrontation, that limits your right to use self-defense.
and this is kind of his MO.
That's his MO. He is a rage. He wants to film the reaction. But in this case, you know, for all the bravado, all this, you know, to sit there and bladed dance, remove the firearm from your jacket, shoot yourself and shoot somebody else, inexcusable in a public courthouse.
What do you think is going to happen?
I think this is a case where it's going to most likely be tried. If you are the prosecutor, with all the national attention, the media attention this case has received already, I couldn't see someone offering a deal, plea agreement that somebody like Etherly would take.
This is one of the reasons bond was set so high. Why was bond at more than $1 million?
Well, under our Tennessee Constitution and the Bail Reform Act, there are a number of factors. You look at someone's ties to the community, you look at the seriousness of the offense, whether they have a prior criminal record, whether they have ties to the community, whether they have a drug or alcohol problem. But also, the main reason for a bond is to reasonably assure someone's appearance, but it's also to generally protect the public. And when you have somebody with Etherly's track record, I think that would give a court pause for the safety of the community to allow him out without a number of conditions, bells and whistles, etc.
Yeah. Let's bring that video back, Hope, if we can, of right after this happened. And you can see the number of people who are around. Can't really tell. That's not really a wide shot, but there are obviously several people just in that frame after crime scene tape has been put up. So this was a crowded court area as this was happening. And while we're talking about this, I want to remind you watching, ask Greg Isaacs your questions. Send them on in. Put them in comments, and we'll be able to read them here for you. We've got about 11 minutes left. So I'd love to hear from you, see what you think. For you to do that, lots of Chud the Builder's streaming content, obviously, as we've been talking about, involves provoking people. You talked about past issues. How would that be used? Could that be used against him in this case? Greg Isaacs.
I'm sorry, I'm looking at as we're speaking, people are responding online to our.
Oh, are they? Okay.
They are.
Is there anything we can read?
It depends on what the FCC is defining as the words you can or cannot say.
I'm sure he has his followers. Absolutely.
Yes. So obviously, someone is not happy. But regardless, a very serious situation. But here's what's going to be the interesting dynamic in the courtroom. Etherly's defense is going to be, I had the right to stand my ground. I had the right to use self-defense.
Self-defense is going to be his main thing.
That's his main thing. And if you're the prosecution, you're going to say that this was rage baiting. He was provoked. And, but, you know, now think about this too. So, you know, where do you draw the line? There's 27 shades of gray between black and white. Just because someone let's just use the scenario of a bar calls you a bunch of unflattering things. Let's just say they say your mother's not a nice person, whatever.
How dare they?
Does not give you the right to open fire, to be aggressive, to hit somebody.
That is not your right.
So, you know, it's kind of like Etherly thinks he's dancing right up to that line. And I think in that Montgomery County criminal courtroom, they're going to seek to draw that line, and the defense is going to try to push it, make it a lot wider in terms of the First Amendment protections and self-defense.
And that's the one thing we keep hearing from people who are saying First Amendment. He has a right to do this. He has a right to be there. He has a right
let's
to
just
react.
say if you go in and you say a bunch of vile things, just that you know is going to provoke a reaction.
To incite the crowd. Yeah.
I mean, just big picture from Google Earth does not give you the right to use deadly force or use some degree of force. So you know, right there is going to be the line as this case is tried.
And let's talk about what justifies deadly force. I mean, you have to have a reasonable belief of imminent danger of death or serious bodily injury. That's one.
That's one. And you know, there is, and we talk about this in high-profile cases, Lori, and this is no exception to the rule. There's going to be no shortage of videos where it actually captures, the videos capture what happened in real time.
Right.
And as those start coming out, it will be interesting to see how they track with self-defense, how they track with somebody that clearly was an aggressor or provoked it. But now, having said, you know, the First Amendment, I will say, and I think this is important, Etherly, even though I don't agree with his content, is presumed innocent until proven guilty of each and every element beyond a reasonable doubt. But it's really interesting, and it will be, I think one of the first motions that you're going to see is a motion for a change of venue, because you don't want the jury denier to be permeated by all this inflammatory negative publicity.
But change of venue when it comes to live streaming that reaches an audience anywhere and everywhere, that's got to be tough.
Well, it is, and what you will want to do is you'll want to voir dire that jury and ask them tough questions. Do they know about it?
Have you heard of this guy?
But if you're,
are you on X?
If you're the defense for Etherly, you don't want him to be tried and convicted based on his TikTok content. You want
or
to
X, that's his main home.
Or you want to freeze frame the conduct to that specific time, date, and place in Montgomery County, which went on for a few seconds. You want all this other stuff out of your trial. If you're the prosecution, you are sitting there. I mean, you live and die by your social media.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. It is, well, we've got about 7 more minutes. Let's talk more about, and hey, let us know if you have any questions, or if you don't agree with some of the things we've been saying today. Weigh in. Let us know what you're thinking. And here's one.
Yeah, I agree with him. I think it's going to be interesting. Him trying to prove that. I don't know if the attempted murder part, but I don't think he's just going to walk away. But he might walk away. We'll test and see. Anyway, I've been looking at this for too long today. I got to go. I got to end this. I got to go to my notes. I got to get my final thoughts and get up out of here. So today's title was the algorithm loves a villain, and my final thoughts is called "Stop Feeding the Algorithm Your Attention." At the end of the day, Chud the Builder isn't an anomaly. He's a blueprint for what happens when a platform rewards the worst parts of human behavior. Social media doesn't care if you're stable. It doesn't care if you're dangerous. It doesn't care if you're spiraling. It only cares if you're clickable. And bad behavior is always clickable because it taps into the oldest parts of the human brain. Fear. What's he going to do next? Curiosity. How far will this go? Superiority. At least I'm not like him. And then chaos addiction. This is messy, but I can't look away. That's why the audience shows up, not for the person, but for the spectacle. But here's the truth we don't want to admit. Most viral disasters could be prevented if people recognize instability early and refuse to participate. Not every argument needs a response. Not every unstable person needs an audience. Not every confrontation needs a camera. The internet keeps producing chuds because we keep rewarding chuds. Until we stop feeding the algorithm with our attention, good or bad, we're going to keep watching unstable people crash in real time and then pretend we're shocked by the outcome. So this wasn't just a story about one man. It's a warning about all of us. I want to appreciate you taking your time out to come through this Risk Paper NT. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I will catch you next time. Of course, I'll be back to do another live. I did not mean to spend so much time on Chud the Builder, but I will definitely see you later on.
Risky behavior.